Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hopefully we're not too loud. Let us know if we're too loud, I guess.
Yeah. We'll just let us know about the audio.
'Cause
Anything, just give us updates. We got kind of lots going on here. We've got the game. We've got the emulator that's going to be running Zelda.
The game.
We got some music going just while it's coding. But we also probably want to hear the game sound effects sometimes. So, just let us know if we mess something up. Juggling a lot of stuff.
I can also balance it because I don't. Yeah, we tested a little bit. We can balance the background to the microphone music sound.
Yeah.
Could be louder. Yeah.
Thanks for showing up, everybody. 48 viewers already. That's a good start.
I can
Awesome.
turn this up a little bit. Let me know how that. Ooh, let me know how that feels. It's a little bit louder.
Could be louder.
Okay. Cool. Sweet.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So a little backstory. I came over to just hang out with Noel the other day, and he was talking about the Ocarina of Time decomp, and he was like, I think I brought it up.
I think you brought it up.
Yeah, I was like, did you see? Oh, there was another YouTuber who,
video that
which we can post at some point, who was going through the source code, and I was like, yeah, you should watch this video. It's really cool. He's going through the source code, and we watched a little bit of the video, and then we were like, he was doing good. He was enjoying it, but he didn't know C as well, and also he didn't understand some of the we were like, me and Noel were watching. And we would be like, oh, this is a state machine. Like, we were recognizing kind of the patterns they were using more and understanding it. And so we were pausing his video. And then we just downloaded the source code and started going through it ourselves. And we were all excited. And we're looking at the N64 dev kit documents and all this and specs.
Like, okay,
and we were having so much fun. I was like, no, we should just be streaming this. Like, everyone else would love to just see this. Like, this is way too fun.
It was really fun.
No, it was just like, yeah, let's stream that. When do you want to stream that? And so it was like, okay, let's do it Friday.
Yeah.
So we thought that would be fun to have folks along, and it's kind of like a classic game everyone loves. So it feels like a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to tell folks a little bit about like, what this is, like what we're actually doing, like what this project is.
Okay. So this is a decompilation. So this is basically like the Ocarina of Time code in C. So originally, they probably wrote it in C originally, at least partially, and this is like a decompilation that turns the compiled assembly code that people hand turned back into C code. So the variable names and stuff and like the function names are probably not the original names, obviously, but like the actual code layout should be similar. And this turns into, like, when you compile this C code, it turns into the original, like identical to the original ROM. But it's not necessarily the original code, but it's like people's, like, fans' best interpretation of like what the C code could look like. So you have some stuff where people like they named these functions based on their best intuition of what they did, but some function names are just like they just left them the original like disassembly function name because they're like, I don't know, this function actually didn't do anything. So they didn't have any kind of like idea about what this code did, so they just left the function name as a disassembly, like it was this. So
so just the kind of big thing to know here, if you're not familiar with decompilation, is what Noel said. It's like this is like an interpretation of what the code could have looked like. It's sort of the shape of the original code. This isn't the original N64 code. Like this isn't how they wrote it. They maybe would have had more files, or their files would have been structured differently. Or maybe they would have the names of all the functions would have been different. So if you don't really want to judge things based on like naming conventions or organization, because that's the organization and naming conventions aren't the original.
It's just like fans'
so
interpretation.
We'll laugh at that a little bit because sometimes the decompiler's naming or conventions are a little funny, but it's honestly
oh, cool.
Good.
Thanks for rating.
Sending you a few game and system programmers this way. Nice. Thank you,
thanks
Colin.
for dropping by.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be great if we have some low-level programmers on board, because Noel and I are like fairly good. We understand C well enough. We understand game code, but like some of this stuff is pretty low level. Like you start opening up the N64 dev kit and you just got like graphs of like processor layouts and stuff, and we're like, whoa, that's a little bit beyond out of our wheelhouse. So,
but
it'd be fun to have some smart folks along for the ride.
But I think like the functions that are here should be like basically the original functions, because when you decompile like assembly code, it'll tell you the jumps and stuff and the returns, so you know like, oh, this was a function.
When you compile C to machine code, you can look at machine code and it kind of always generates machine code that has a certain shape, or at least back then it definitely would have before. Optimizers are just mashing up C code a lot more now, but Yeah, so then you can like kind of reverse engineer those back into functions, but it's a lot. It's a laborious work. It's not like an automatic thing. People have to go through function by function, look at the memory of the running game to try to figure out what variables do what. It's very laborious work, which is why it takes so long to finish these decomp projects. So yeah, great job on the team for doing this. This is really cool. Historically, like an important thing to keep around. I think.
Totally, it's really cool. And I actually don't know. Like, I mean,
this is it. This is running. So how is this running? What is this? Like, it's an emulator, right? So
it's just an emulator running. Like, so I compiled the ROM. I'll compile it again in a second, but we just compiled the ROM from this, and now this is just that ROM running. So when it compiled this, it made sure like the people who like made the compiler stuff for this made sure that it outputs the same, exactly the same binary as what was the original ROM. So this is that. Yeah, so
this C is not generating like an exe. It's not generating an executable that like runs on your Windows machine. It's generating like a ROM file, which the N64 would have known what to do with on a disk. And this is what the emulators run. So the emulator looks at that ROM and it treats it as if the emulator itself was an N64. So that's how this whole process is working.
And the people who like the people who did this decompilation project, part of their compiler like makes sure like when you compile it, it checks to see like is your result the same as what the original ROM was, and that's what this little check down here is saying. It's like it's like okay, it was the same as what it should be, so you know you're running like this is literally one-to-one with the ROM. I think they were using so this is like a debug ROM, so like I don't know. I'm curious if there was some symbols left in it because it was a debug ROM, so it might have had they might be able to get some symbols out of it. I'll check some.
True. There's and stuff like text that was in it would have been still there, with some caveats. Like there's some interesting features. Noel and I have already been through this a little bit.
So like the first thing I want to do really quick, which I kind of figured out a little bit, is I want to skip the title screen and just go into the actual file menu faster because it takes a little bit.
We want to mess around with the game, and like if we want to mess with Link's jump height, we would have to boot up, go to the title screen, go to the load menu, load the game up, and get into here before Noel can do stuff. So we thought a fun first thing to do, which like spoiler alert, Noel already figured it out, was to just jump straight into just like boot up like right into Hyrule Field, so we can start messing around, so we can speed up that process. So that'd be a fun little starting point.
So I haven't figured out how to get to the actual Hyrule Field yet, but I figured out how to skip just the logo basically, which is like there's this like set game state macro, which basically just sets like where there's like a current game state object, and it's setting like those to these values, and so there's like this basically like each menu in the game or each like scene in the game, as far as I can tell, is basically like a little state machine. So it has like an init function and then like a struct that holds data about like what this scene should be doing. So basically all I'm doing in this is like the title screen setup, and I'm saying instead of like going to the play scene, where I think the play scene is like a scene that plays the gameplay in the background, and instead of going to that, I'm just like, okay, skip that and just go to the file select in it.
So this is it. This is the first change we're making. Instead of going to this play scene, we're going to go straight to file select.
And then when I recompile that, it says there's an error now because now the checksum is different. So like now the ROM that I have is not the same as the original ROM because I've changed something. So that's what the one error is.
So this isn't a compilation error. The error is we didn't reproduce the game. So
but
yes, now we're in shady territory.
So but now when I boot in, it just goes straight to the file select, which is cool. So that's like the first. That was kind of fun.
So this is as much as we know, like there's a state machine, which is like the different states of the game. The menu is a state. The play is a state. Like these are all different states. And then we can like switch them up. So So Amy says, I don't know N64, but I know that for like GC on Nintendo like to share a lot of code between things. I don't know if that means they use similar engines or if it's just a collection of libraries. Probably share code. They also probably had certain tools. There may have been like little tools for like game state types for like managing types of things, or like cutscenes, like a little editor that had like text that could say like some very primitive, like there could have been little things like that exported just like C tables. And then you could just dump that like C. It would just generate a C table that you could then just like put into your game. And so like a lot of the games have these like very similar like C table style like state machines. They maybe had tools that like dumped out these like tables. Rather than like loading a JSON file, they would have just dumped out like hard C. I don't know if that's true, but like if you see similar code, it could have been because of shared tooling like that.
And I also don't know, like I know that stuff in like part of this decomp has like I think there's probably like stuff that was part of the N64 like package that you get when you're making games, and it's like these are just low level functions. So this has like stuff for like cosine in it and stuff like that. And it's like, well, that's probably a shared library.
Yeah, there's certain code. It kind of has a smell of it too. There's certain code that's like
I think this stuff. Right?
Yeah, we were looking at like the game loop too, how like the message pumping of all this to get like the game loop going, and it looks like someone copy pasted that right out of like a book.
I wonder,
for like how to get your N64 game running on the dev kit. Like, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. I wonder how the decompilation is. I wonder how close the decompilation is to the actual source code. Probably fairly close in a lot of ways. But you mean like there's like different ways it can be similar. Like what it's doing is the exact same, effectively. But there's like different things. There's definitely a lot of interpreting going on.
I'm just quickly trying to see where the actual entry point is, because I want to find that like game loop again.
Nintendo's cartridge systems didn't support disk I/O. Everything is compiled into a single binary, which is nice because everything was addressable. Right. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, we were looking up a little bit of the memory. I was looking up the memory map. The memory map has some interesting features. One of the things I looked up in the memory map, this is some low-level stuff, was that but the address space is very, very tiny because it's like, how much megabytes is on it? There's not a lot of ROM space, right? But I think they had like U32 pointers, which is like infinity times more space than the N64 had. And so what it does is it actually loops. I don't remember exactly when it loops, but like if you keep counting up, it'll just like the pointer will go back to like the original address space. And so it's like the pointers wrap.
Yeah.
But different amounts of wrap instruct like use different like parts of the processor, like different cache, like the L1 or whatever, like different cache. So you could send instructions to happen on like different levels of optimization or something like that. I don't remember the exact wording. We read this like a week ago, but there's like some low level stuff you could really mess around with, or like micro optimizations that are like come out of quirks of like the address space. Fun stuff like that that you don't really see a lot as much these days. Now that we have infinity memory, it's fun looking at low memory little systems and the kind of cheats they do with they're like, well, we have all these extra numbers. What can we use those numbers for? And then they do that a lot. All right, where are we at, Noel?
I'm just trying to quickly find that.
What is this C++? Get the hell out of here! What is this?
You're right. Yeah, I was trying to find these are in tools, so I'm not in the right place. Yeah, I was trying to find the main entry point just to look at that game loop again, where it like pumps events and stuff. Because I thought that was kind of cool, but I don't remember where that was.
Yeah.
It's probably in somewhere, maybe probably not in boot, but.
Which one were you looking for? The
just the main main.c. I think that's what I was looking for. Just the main event, where it pumped like events or whatever.
Yeah,
it's down here somewhere.
Remember where that was.
Yeah, here it is. I think this is the game.
Yeah. Look at this. While true. Yeah.
It shows. They have like some kind of message queue, and so this is like part of the N64 thing, like OS receive message. It's like pumping events through this.
Yeah, like this looks like code that would come out of a dev kit, right? Like it was our message queue, like just boring stuff. Yeah, this is like there's some interesting things. There's like hard resetting the. Like it empties the message queue. There was like some funky things we saw.
Yeah, and it had like this. It has like this OS create thread and OS start thread, and I think this is probably some kind of N64 like API, right? That has some kind of basic. I don't know what kind of. It's not like a real thread, but some kind of like virtual fake thread that's running, and it's basically saying like, oh, create this thread, which is like our graph entry, which I think is the actual main entry of the game now. Like you do all this boot up stuff, and then it's like, okay, now we're gonna like. We've done all the basically setting up the N64 stuff. Now we're booting like this graph thread.
Yeah.
Which
so
is
they say, hey, here's where my code starts. It's graph thread.
Yeah.
Thread entry. So I think that's like the start of the game. And then they say start thread, and then they just pump the message queue forever.
Pump the message queue.
Which then like runs that code that's happening that they've signaled to the N64.
So this is like pretty standard for
something
games.
Like that.
This is a pretty standard. Like if I was writing a new game right now, it would look almost exactly like this part.
Yeah.
Where like if I'm writing a game in SDL or whatever, which is like a really popular library for like making games, you have the same well true.
It looks almost like
and
this.
then you like pump events comments like this. You say like, hey, like I think in STL would be something.
Yeah,
like,
DirectX window
like,
probably not that much different. Actually, maybe.
Pump. I think it's like literally pump events or something. I can't remember what it's called, but you know, and you get the event, and you just keep running events until you get a quit message. So this is like just running events.
Poll event.
Until poll event. Sorry, poll event until like the message is null, and if it's null, then we break it of the loop, and now the game's done. It destroys the main thread and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the almighty main loop. Yeah, this the almighty well true.
This is multiple comments now being like, Noel's back. You haven't streamed in a while.
Oh, yeah, I haven't streamed in a long time.
Well, that's good. This is a good one to come back to.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is a grand.
I've never streamed not my own. I usually just stream my own games. So
yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have an N64 controller. We're playing on this little bad boy right here. And this bad boy, I forgot. I'm holding it up to myself.
Yeah.
I haven't streamed in a while. Can you tell? I forgot. We're just using a Switch controller map. It would have been fun to have like a little N64
so
controller though.
One thing to note is like they're calling them threads here, but since this is like a decomp, I don't know if the original like OS I think these are probably N64 related functions that probably was in some kind of API or library that they gave you. But I mean this could be specific to Zelda as well. I'm not really sure, but they're calling them threads, but they definitely weren't actually threads. They're some kind of thing that probably runs a bunch of code and then has like interrupts where they can switch between threads and stuff. And then this main message loop is just like running through and updating all the various threads that are running. But yeah, you're right. I think
you're correct, Luck.
They're not
I think it is like it's concurrency. It's like the N64 has this little message queue state machine thing, and it's coming back in to your like game code every once in a while, and you only have so much time in there. Because it has to do other stuff. And then there's like interrupts are where you can do other stuff inside that loop. You can signal to the system to do things by modifying certain chunks of memory.
Also, Amy, I agree. They were like these OS functions are definitely almost for sure assembly. But you'd have some kind of like
that's a big thing to remember here too. Is like especially like hot code. A lot of it might just be inline assembly, that sort of thing. Noel and I don't know much about that, so we will be messing with it a lot more.
I think that basically all the code that is decompiled is C code now, but the original code.
Or says MN or green threading was very common, as was conflating it with native threads.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Do you know what's green threading? Can you?
Tell me it's basically like not actual threads. It's like what we kind of said, like where you're just like.
It's like concurrency.
Yeah, like you're running a bunch of code and then swapping to a different thing, running a bunch of code, but they're not. There's no like. It's not like an OS like CPU thread. That's my interpretation. Anyways, I actually don't super know the terminology, but
you'd use like modern day programmers would use asynchronous code for things like this. Probably.
And then this is the actual game entry. Like, I mean, we have this entry stuff, which does a bunch of stuff, which I don't really care about, because it's literally like finding like space for our, like, where is our heap right now, and like, you know, making the event queue, and like, you know, that's cool, but I don't really need to know like where the heap ends up and stuff. So this is the actual like graph.
This is where we start seeing game code. Like this is like we're like we start seeing like words like link and like we're trying to kind of get into a lot more of just the gameplay stuff and like how do they structure the game? How do scenes work? How are objects? How are collision? We don't know what we'll get into because it can be a little tricky to navigate because the optimization is just like there's a lot of like macros and tables and putting things into tables. Like it's done in a way that's like obviously to be fast and it's not the most clear way. But so somehow this stuff was interrupting because you see the graph thread and it's it is interrupting somehow because it's just in a while true loop, and this is like this next overlay, like next game state is not null. We just run this game state forever until it exits. So I think there are some kind of interrupts that are like actually interrupting this while loop to end up isn't just running to end up downing. Like eventually these messages are received. So I don't think the whole game. I mean, I guess this could also just be the while loop of the game, but I suspect that this is actually getting interrupted somehow at points. See, like while game state is running, it literally runs this graph or this like state over and over again, and then eventually destroys that state, and then it'll switch to a new one if there is a new one, and then go from there. So that's cool. So we're still learning a little bit about where everything is. Like overlays. Yeah. Is like why is this called overlays?
Yeah, I think
some of the naming is interesting.
Yeah. So
Z, I'm assuming just means Zelda, like Zelda file choose. Like this is the game code stuff.
Yeah. So the game overlay is some kind of like it's like top level state machine kind of thing. It's
Yeah,
like I would call it a scene. I think modern games would call it more like a scene.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, I think that's kind of what the overlay is.
Got it. So and how many of these are there?
There's a bunch of them, and they're not all like they're not all in here. Like game states, they have like the file select, they have the opening, they have this is the debug select I found. And this is like the title screen. This actually, this might be all of them, but there's also one called play, which I think is just like the actual play state, which is not in here. I'm not sure.
One thing that'd be fun to do is go to the title screen and just see if we can just like zoom the camera out.
Oh yeah.
So you see how much like stuff is rendered in there.
So one thing with that might be hard with the title screen specifically is that the title screen is like running like cutscenes in the background, because it's like I feel like each cutscene has that like I don't know how it's controlled, but it has some way to control.
It's got a whole cut. It shows a bunch of scenes from the game. The intro is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We were talking about that, like how, like we could watch it even.
Yeah, here if I put the title screen back in,
but go back into the title. Like this, the Ocarina of Time intro is really neat. It really like sets you up for the game. It makes you like, if you just boot it up and you're looking at it as a kid, you're just like, oh, what are these places? What is all this? Like, it's pretty dope. Oh, hey Mike, how's it going? If y'all don't know Mike runs Ludum Dare, has for many years. He's also a good programmer, does a bunch of other stuff as well. Your controller.
No, thanks.
On the Game Boys, we were able to set up interrupts to trigger code to run on horizontal sync, H-sync. This started the GPU drawing a line on the screen TV. Certain hardware registers were only writable during the blanking periods, which is how we achieved those cool mode 7 or pole position. Yeah, on the Game Boy, you could also do things like waviness was doing that by running executing a small amount of code like between the horizontal trace. You could just like offset the pixels. I don't remember exactly how they did it, which is how they get those like wavy effects. You could also do like the roll, like how it like would roll out the whatever you call it, and then there's like all these different little like crossfading. All those little cool effects were done by like adding tiny little bits of code, because you couldn't run very much code between horizontal scans, but you could run a little bit of code, so you could do some pretty cool little effects.
Yeah.
If you knew some tricks.
So there is some stuff I can do, like changing. Like this is the play scene, and I think the title screen is literally using like the play, like the gameplay state, because it's the title screen just with like it's gameplay running back here just with the title on top.
Yeah.
But it's using the like cutscene system. So I think to like change anything about the actual title screen stuff is hard, because I think there's like I was trying to figure out. I think there's like little, almost like little macro or little tiny executable, like it's like a little like a byte code, right? But they wrote out, and it's like the camera does the little cutscene things that are written in byte code.
Yeah, there's a couple different systems like that. These little byte code instruction thingies. One is the cutscene system has this whole thing, and then also the text system. We were looking at the text system also has this thing where there's little instructions in the text to do different things as well.
Yeah, the text stuff was interesting.
Yeah, it was like set images, set background images, change the color of the text, and things like that. That was pretty cool. Oh, Amy, you do Genesis programming. That's really cool.
That's cool.
All those void stars. Ayo,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's
well, welcome to C, baby. Oh, boy.
Play update.
Void.
So
C is a crazy. Zelda Arena display. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's.
Yeah. So, what did you want to do?
I mean, the first thing I kind of just want to get into the like into the player code.
Yeah.
And I mean, part of that, like one thing I want to kind of figure out is like, so I can get to the title screen faster, but there's this debug menu. So here, I'll just put it back. When I get into so this skips the title screen and instead like launches into the file select. But I kind of want to go further than that. I want to launch directly into Hyrule Field, if we can, because this is cool. But I still have to go through like this.
So you need to somehow get a save file or something.
Yeah.
Like there's a debug save, right?
Yeah. So wait, this ROM has like a debug menu in it that can launch into any like a bunch of different places. And so when I select this file, it like actually can launch me to this, and I want basically like a spot 0.
Yeah.
When I hit A on this, or I hit B, but when I go into this, I don't know how I did that, but I think I hit B by accident first, so it probably changed it. But I want to go into that scene, but from here.
From launch.
From launch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how straightforward that might be. Because
this is a good question. Is there a debug world in OoT like Wind Waker?
I actually don't know.
Is there any room, like a big checkered floored room with all the shit in it?
That's a great question.
I love those. Those are always the best. Mario 64 had one too, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think there's a room with a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah. Everyone who makes platformers has these rooms, and they're the best rooms in the whole world. They're incredible. Because just like every object in the game is in them.
Yeah.
And they're like stuff that they'd never put in the game because you're trying out like weird mechanics.
Right.
I think Mario 64 had one. I can't remember actually. Maybe it's just people have made them.
Yeah. Yeah, it has like all these debug ones, and I think these are actual like these are from the debug ROM. And
Costello? Sorry, I don't know your long username, but I only ever did Nintendo DS programming, and I never even attempted to make cool effects like that. Nintendo DS programming, that's pretty cool. We have people kind of doing things all over the place. Actual Mario 64, right? No, 64. DS has it. Oh, okay, so the DS one has a debug room, but the original maybe didn't.
That makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mario 64 is very interesting, but that one's been like people have ripped that game apart.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, to do that, I was gonna go into like Z Select because this is I'm pretty sure Z Select is the debug menu. Like I'm pretty sure this is it, and these are like the scenes. Yeah, they're like spot 0. So these are the scene selections. So I basically want to go. I want to go directly into Hyrule Field, which is this one.
Yeah. Okay. So how does this happen?
I don't know.
We need to look
I need to find out how where this is used.
Okay. So
map
select
like
in it.
Scenes thing. And this is somehow used at some point. It takes this.
Interesting. Are there different tables of scenes? Like
no.
Why is this not just accessing that?
The
variable?
static. The static variable. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't think so. This is. I don't want you.
Maybe they would have had different ones, different sets.
Yeah, that's
swap
possible.
to, so they just made it so that it's like indirect.
Oh, here's their actual printing of the menu. This is where they're drawing the menu. So you can, like,
graphics print.
they have a print out.
Oh, this could be handy. We might find this useful for printing out some
stuff.
velocity numbers and things like that, so we can see how stuff works. Like, I wonder if we can run some of these during like the main game UI.
Yeah.
We'll probably want to try to throw some numbers on the screen that we can mess around with. That would be good.
These loading messages.
My understanding is that third-party devs made us think about how much better development was using emulators so the SCSS you can have a software emulator. Yeah.
Selected scenes. Okay, then they just run the load function. Let's have the scene entrance index. So, okay, yeah. So this each scene. Okay, wait, I can figure this out. Each scene has just a load function. Load name here. Oh, so I can probably just literally map select load. Oh, does this have a header?
That's just like in a table, right? You could just do find wherever that when you press that button on that menu is doing, and just take that chunk and just move it into the
start. So literally all it's doing is executing this with this.
Okay. Yeah. Those are just associating the function with the load.
But this map select function is, I think this is local scoped to this.
Oh, I see.
File.
Yeah.
So I'd have to like. But I might be able to just so they go to play.
Could you just like declare it, like forward declare it and call it?
Yeah, I probably could. I don't think. Wait, let me just.
That might cause something weird to happen, but I don't know because I don't really know if the compilation does anything funny there. But
Yeah, I don't totally understand the game state. So if I just like call this here, let me just put this.
How are these enums defines figured out? Were those all added by the decomp community? Those would have been done. Those would obviously not have been in the source code.
Yeah.
Say that for those who might not know C as well. Macros are those when you see these little. What's a good example of a macro?
This is a great macro.
Yeah. See, it's this. This isn't a function. It looks a lot like a function, but what it is that it's actually just like there's a preprocessor to C, and it goes through and it finds all these and it defines them. And then it goes through everywhere they're called, and what they do is they kind of just transform the text. So what this isn't calling a function with current state new in it and new struct. What it's doing is like it's when you write set next game state in your code, it's just taking that set next game state in your code, completely replacing it with this like stuff that's inside the macro. So it's as if you just put that code there, and so in the compiled version of the game, that code just would have been there. It just would have been sitting there. And so when you're decompiling, what they probably did is they found the place where like the same pattern was happening over and over and over again, and they were probably like, well, this is probably a macro.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't have written the same 8 like
lines
of
over
code
again.
500 times all over, they probably used a macro or something equivalent here, or code gen did, or I don't know what they would have done. And so they probably kind of could. You could probably, if you're really good at decompilation, you can probably sniff out stuff like that.
Yeah.
Look for code repetition.
So they probably saw this happening
all the time.
This happens a lot. This macro is called.
Some of it might just be stuff that they've made that's helpful. They're like, oh, let's just add this helpful macro.
Yeah.
So
we can't know for sure, but I suspect that for things like this, where it's this exact thing over and over again, I bet the original code had some kind of macro for that too.
It's a do while.
Yeah, the do while is like a C.
So funny.
That's a C thing. That probably would not.
This is so the macro doesn't poison the exterior state.
Yeah. But I want to see. So yeah, if I'm in, I just want to see what happens if I just literally call. This might not work at all, but I can probably just call. I think this is where I wanted it. I think I can probably.
You see this, Mike? I mean, we ship several commercial Game Boy Color games using piracy hardware, flashcards, and emulators. An open secret in the dev community that probably never admit. Mike's gonna get us in trouble. We're gonna get this.
Yeah.
They're gonna SWAT us.
This might not work because I have to like.
I'm curious why that function macro is wrapped in a loop specifically. Would enclosing and braces be enough to manage scope? Yeah, we talked about this. So I want to explain to Amy,
I can talk about
why that is.
Yeah, okay, I can talk about this really fast.
Just because you're going to see it infinity times here,
C,
so we'll just get it out of your head.
This is really common in C, but if you think about pasting this, imagine this macro without this first. We'll just do the macro like this. I'm going to get rid of this line to make it simpler. But say the macro looks like this without the do while.
It just inserted this chunk.
Just inserted these lines. So now say I have an if statement. So now, okay, I'll first do this. This one's fine. It'll paste this code. It'll paste this code here.
And just have another semicolon after it, which is weird.
It'll look mostly fine, right? It'll just be this there. But now imagine if I did something like this. If I was like if some value, and then I did like this, right? What'll happen is it'll paste this same thing here. And all of a sudden, this line will be here, and then these two lines will happen afterwards, no matter what, because they're not part of the if statement anymore. So now all of a sudden, without knowing, and this can be like this. In this case, it wouldn't compile.
Why not just braces?
Why not just braces? Oh, that's because C doesn't like you doing this.
Yeah.
It's not happy with that.
You just can't do that.
So basically, everybody since like 1990 has done this. And this just makes it so that it's a single line statement. So all this stuff gets on one line or like one little line, and then your own semicolon goes there, and it's like
a valid C statement.
Yeah. So it's just it's an easy way to.
It's ugly as hell.
Yeah.
It's
a thing with C basically. It's just how C works.
It's a good question because you're gonna see it a lot. So just ignore the do whiles. Just pretend they're not there. It's just like it's a thing to make macros kind of work. It's a macro standardization tool.
C might let you do this. I don't remember the certain.
It might now,
but there's issues still with like it. I don't know. There's like weird issues. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there's issues with like the state. Like, if I just did this, there's going to be issues at some point with the various control flow potentially based on whatever's happening.
Right.
I don't remember exactly why, but I think if you did stuff like that and then.
Also, do open braces even create a scope in C? Do variables even exit if it's not an actual if or a do?
Wait, say that again?
In C, if you just use like brackets or braces and put stuff in there, does that actually even scope those?
It does, I think.
It does? Okay.
Well,
I was like, I don't actually know if that's
I don't know if C, this C, I think this is C basically 89.
Just brackets will
so
let you use
you
that
have
as a
to
scope?
declare variables like up here. Like you can't declare variables mixed in the state. Yeah.
Anyway, this is not really as fun, but yeah, it's just basically you can just ignore those do whiles. They're just they're not doing anything. It's a void code. Yeah.
Yeah, prior to C99. So like all the code in here, I think is going to have all the variable declarations at the start of the method because you cannot in C like prior to C99 you can't put variable declarations mid function.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so all the variable declarations I think should be.
You'll still see C programmers doing this to this day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to call this, but actually I don't have a map select state. I don't know if I can just
type destructed or whatever. Make a void.
I don't want to do that. It is just a game state. I think it is a game state, so I can probably hackily like cast. I looked at what this function uses.
Because you've got game state in here, right? Yeah.
Yes, I can probably just cast
replace
them,
it with game state,
and it'll probably just work.
We should just try.
I know.
Watch it like blow up your computer.
Yeah.
The pointer casting begins. Says, "All right, yeah."
Yeah, it's gonna. This might be terrible.
We're kind of trying to cheat here. Like we could do this a better way, but we're just trying to see if we can do it the easy way first.
And then I don't remember. I have to find an entrance.
Why
index.
wasn't it possible to put variable in the middle of the function? We'll see. Probably just a compiler limitation.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just more optimal for the compiler. It's easier to make the compiler work because the compiler can just say, okay, all the variables, no more variables. Okay, so then the part of the compiler that needs to like process variable declarations. Usually, the kind of way things work is like when you make a function, you need to look at all the variables that are declared in it. And that tells you like the stack size that function like needs, like how much stack space it needs, and then you can like, because all the things are just like everything that's operating on those variables is operating on like a stack relative to that like function's call frame. And so just by having them all there right at the beginning, they could probably just be like, okay, we need this much, and it was probably just a lot easier to do.
It did not like that, for the record.
No,
it was not.
It
just crashed.
Hated it. Yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen, but it was worth trying.
I thought that might happen. I think, yeah, but both map, select state, and the other thing are both game states. So.
Oh yeah, single pass is the word I should have just said.
Oh, single pass.
It's probably single pass. Yeah.
It did not like that. I don't know. It's okay. Maybe I won't be able to do this right now.
It's fun seeing old programmers, like when you see old, like, then they're like, not old programmers, but like, if you ever watch retro game postmortems, those are always fun. Like I watched one for the Attack on Bungling Bay, and Will Wright, I think he's like, yeah, the C compiler and C was like so slow. He just coded on assembly on like his like other computer like Spectrum or something like that, and then had a cable that like compiled it and dumped it on his Apple, and he would just run it on his Apple. But
that's awesome.
Or it was the other way around. He ran it on his Apple, and then he would just like dump the compile via cable. It was like, oh man, programming was way different back then.
Okay, so this I might not be able to do this. I tried this. It did not work. It was not happy with that. And that's actually like.
Okay, so what do we gotta do here? How do we gotta get that?
I gotta open the emulator again because it crashed.
Set next game state isn't doing anything else, right? Like we haven't forgotten to initialize anything.
No, map select load game calls that itself. It says call next game state.
Oh, okay.
With play state. So it's basically setting up save data.
Yeah.
And then setting up like where you should be, and then going to that. Yeah.
Magic fill target, magic capacity, magic level. See, this is where we're getting good here. This is the stuff we'll start messing around with more.
So okay. I think I'm just doing something fucked up because I'm basically like it's trying to set up the title screen, and I'm just like, no, just fucking launch the game instead. And it's like, I don't, no, thank
happening
you.
Happening at a bad spot.
And I'm probably doing that in the wrong place.
I see.
So I mean, I could try commenting out. I could just do all this and just be like, hey, actually, instead of any of this, just immediately.
Do we need to go back further? Like
that's possible.
Where set up title screen is called.
Like, yeah, don't do this at all.
Yeah, not here.
And just try to do that.
What's gonna happen here?
It gets somewhere.
What's going on?
Is there a way to view like a game? There is like, yeah. It did not like that. It did not like that. I can probably output log somehow, but I don't have that set up. So, okay, this is just me fucking around terribly. Okay, so I won't do that. I was not happy with that. For now, I can still select the file in it instead of doing the title screen. But yeah, I could try to find what calls this.
The only content related to RetroDev I watched was a Japanese dude writing some assembly code for one of the PC-98 versions of Toho, whose sole purpose was to add a slowdown feature to the game by intentionally slowing down the computer's CPU during gameplay.
That's awesome.
That's pretty funny.
I could try, like, instead of title setup, I could just try going back up in here. No, it's not Z play. Is he opening? I need to figure out what calls. Oh, Z title. Console logo main. Oh, maybe here I could. Okay, this is possible. If I did it here instead of going title setup, you have to skip title setup entirely.
That's kind of what I was thinking, right? Like go to where this is called and just bypass it.
I need to still include this because it's like a local.
We just need to. There may be other variables or state that needs to be initialized.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to replace. I'm just gonna try sticking it here.
Just try first, because some of these other variables here. I was pointing. I think people watching can see me point.
Oh yeah,
they can.
I'm gonna try this here. It sets certain game mode. I'm hoping that this sets the game mode to something else. Is this the game mode?
Set next game state. Right down there.
That's that, but it's setting. So the title screen's like setting the save file, save context, game mode. And maybe I can just be normal.
Normal title screen file select end credits. Oh, that could have been part of what was problem. If it thought we were supposed to be in the title screen, but we set it to a game scene, it probably just got like super confused and just like choked.
This might not. I don't know what this. This is gonna be interesting. Feels like a bad call. I should keep this file.
You got your backup, or you got like.
Yeah, I can undo our changes.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good.
Where's the emulator?
Get things into a broken state and have to re-pull.
Get reset hard.
Okay, nah.
We'll see. Maybe. No. Okay. I'm gonna undo all this stuff for now.
Okay.
And get us into the actual. I want to start messing with the actual play state.
We're trying to cheat a little bit here.
Yeah. I feel like this wouldn't be too hard. I can at least skip the title screen, so that's at least something. I might be able to skip the file select. I might be able to get into
that menu.
That menu, which I think.
Just press one button.
I think that menu. I was looking. I feel like that menu. I have to find. It was Z select, right? So where's I need to figure out where this map select load title load game. Oh yeah, okay. I don't want that. I want the Z select like result scenes.
Yeah, where it's indexing into that thing. Oh,
map select.
Map select main.
So where's map select like in it?
Wouldn't that be main or?
There we go.
Oh, map select in it. Oh, I see. Okay.
So I want to set like so here. Okay, map select in it. This is debug. So I wonder if I can just game mode normal. I wonder if I can just do this and stick this
Hey, Gracie.
here instead, and then we'll just skip at least to the. I wonder if that'll work.
I don't know if this is what they use to make a PC port. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a great question.
If you bundled it with an emulator, you could just make a PC port. Yeah. No one here is advocating doing that. Don't.
Okay.
Let it be on the record that no one I say is don't pass around a decompiled PC port.
Okay, I was able to. I could at least skip the file select and go straight to that. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so you can get here a little quicker.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
we might, as we learn a little bit. It's just super dark. Did it just not initialize
I think it's not,
lighting system?
I'm skipping the file menu now and skipping loading a save file. So it's probably some fucked up save file state now.
Interesting. Wow, you're just in like the...
It could be nighttime,
this
but
is after
no, it feels not like quite nighttime to me. Something weird is going on.
It just looks like the light's not happening. Like,
yeah,
something.
And there's some kind of weird shadow thing. But
whoa, yeah, the shadows are weird. This is kind of cool. Spooky.
Yeah. But I could do that, or I could just select the file select for now. At least that was like, no, there was not.
Oh, that's a good question. Nico says, is that the initial cutscene with Ganon?
Oh,
did we just go into the... Because the lighting is weird in that scene. It's all moody.
You know what? You're probably right. It's probably setting up that scene and then just loading into a file.
That's not like Hyrule Field. That's like...
Yeah.
You're loading up this like dark, moody. That's why the lighting is probably weird. It's probably hand coded for that like cutscene. Yeah.
So if I do the file, that makes a lot of sense. Because if I do the file select first, then it like.
Yo, we could just. This would be the fastest speedrun ever, where you boot up and you just kill Ganon right there. Get him. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, so this is what it's supposed to look like.
Which, those trees weren't even there, I think, were they?
No, it was
weird.
It
was different. Yeah.
So okay, well maybe I'll just accept that I can at least skip the title screen for now.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the game state to be like, let me like.
Oh, we gotta add fast rolling.
Yeah, we want to add fast rolling.
This is everything speedrun.
Okay, let's add fast rolling.
You want to go straight to link code. This is what everyone wants, right? You guys want to see us mess around with the boy. Make them do stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so I think so.
Why did I say it that way?
I don't know why you said it that way.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, let's. Oh, well, here's fun. Okay, I see words like hammer, explosions. This is what we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, so
there's actions the player has, and some of them are not named. So every one of the actions exists.
These are. So whenever you see these funk. Those are probably addresses of where they were originally, relative to some part in the ROM or something like that. This is what when they initially decompile. This is what they start with. They just have function 1, 2, 3, 4 to emulate, and then they have to go through and look at this code with no named things and try to figure out what it does, and then assign it a name. So
some of them have names. So like idle, turn in place. Some of them like whoever's decompiled
like they could tell
they haven't done it. And
we might learn some stuff. We might be able to help
who knows
them a
what
bit
this action does. I'm assuming that they didn't give them names because they don't know what to name them or don't want to give an English name to them or something. But
are they going through the code and slowly add? Yeah, that's what like a huge part of decompilation is. Like that's kind of what it is. Like, you can just have a bunch of C functions that just basically is just like a crude approximation of machine code, but like transforming it into like named things with intent, like what we think of as like code, like what code actually is like intent.
When they first
is the decompile. That's the really arduous, slow, and basically manually done. There's no like cheat code for this. It's like digital archaeology is a great way of describing it.
Like this is what it would look like when they decompiled it, right?
Yeah. And then they gotta look at all this.
And they had to figure out what these things. I don't even know if they would have structs necessarily. They probably had to like kind of recreate the structs themselves and stuff. So like they wouldn't have any of this stuff.
Maybe void pointers or something like that.
Yeah, we don't know if they would like. I'm assuming like they made these structs.
Yeah, we're not gonna pretend we know things we don't know, but
like these structs would have existed, but like how you inline them and like what parts of them are what are they definitely there's like for them to figure out.
If you want an example of this, watch Matt Casey's series on decompiling Lego Island. I will watch that after. Thank you.
Yeah. C# easy decompiling.
I loved Lego Island as a kid. I played the heck out of that game because I was a Lego kid. So.
Yeah, but C# gives you everything.
All right, roll. Can you Control F roll?
Yeah.
Oh, you got roll. You already found it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Actor. OC collided actor. What do you think OC means?
I don't know. Ocarina. I don't know.
Collided actor. Okay, so that'll be assigned some sort of collision thing. Okay, so remember all the variables are declared at the top. So those are all the this is actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
This is why some C programmers still do this. They just like to see all the variables that are in a function.
Yeah, like what's going to be used here.
So we have speed target, yaw target. Yeah. Okay.
I suspect that the player has this speed
XZ is negative speed XZ. Okay, whoa. Why is it just negating?
Maybe this is you hit a wall.
So is that okay?
Probably if you hit a wall.
Can we just get this out of the way? XZ is Y is up and down. X and Z is flat. Okay.
Yeah, Y is up and down.
When you see XZ, that means the character's velocity like horizontally, like moving forward or moving like laterally through the world.
I suspect this is just
not
a
up
float.
and down.
Yeah, so that's just a float. So that's
some N Z will be up, but in there's or at least in the decompilation, they're calling up and down Y.
So this is just like this is a float, so it's not a vector.
Oh yeah, they had a floating point unit in the N64. Which maybe I shouldn't be surprised by, but they did. It was cool. Not all old systems did.
Oh yeah, Chevy, this is for bonking. So it's like if you bonked, then you approach like.
They called it bonked. Hell yeah.
Or the decomp.
Yeah. That's great. I would have too.
Else you do this stuff, and then I assume that setting this. Where's that speed to negative? Where was that?
Negative. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
sorry, going too fast. Yeah, I assume this is like if speed is larger than 7, most of the speed larger than 7 to be able to bonk into something. So this is bonking. So if we are moving faster than 7, and then it's gonna do some collision check here.
Because he hits and then he backs up.
Yeah.
He goes, oh yeah. Oh. So he immediately reverses speed and then probably they apply a bunch of friction to slow him down really quickly.
And then, once he's bonked and they approach 0, I think, like step to F. I assume this is like an approach function.
Can we test this? Can we bonk into some? He has a constant speed when rolling, right? Like he just goes like. Yeah, it's just like flat speed. Yeah.
Yeah, but then if I bonk, it should like.
Yeah. So you reverse it exactly the speed you were going. They just straight up reverse your speed and then changes animation.
And they at some point.
It's got a cool little get up animation. Hey, no, it'd be sweet is if you pressed a button, he like backflipped up. So you could like recover out of bonks quick.
Oh yeah,
like little tech. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I think I could just like, okay, for example, if I just do this, if I just do
make it
this.
time -8. Make them bonk, like go flying off a wall.
Oh yeah, okay, wait.
Yeah. Let's just do something real silly. I just want you guys to see us changing the game. Like we just want to change.
Can I just multiply by 10?
10. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh, you're gonna have to
I need
restart it. Yeah.
This is the slightly slow part of this. All right.
Sorry about the outside noises, folks.
I don't know if they can hear. They probably. Oh yeah, that's loud.
Yeah, they'll definitely be able to hear that.
Wow, that's a weird siren.
Yeah, what the heck was that?
I have no idea. I don't know. That's.
Yeah, we might have a tsunami. Don't worry about it though. Boom!
I mean, that worked.
Hell yeah! Let's go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we can do stuff. We can bonk. We can super bonk. Oh, now you're stuck.
I don't remember where's the thing to get out of here? Oh, it's over there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I changed the game.
We changed the game. Yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be playing around. We might be improving some things. Like we could add some. If we wanted, we could add some a jump button.
We should add a jump.
Because for people who haven't played this game, I'm assuming most people know about or have. I think that was very remarkable with this game, and basically no game has done since. Is that there's is it on a timer?
No, I think it is, and I think I canceled. I think originally it canceled because I fell off into the water and it canceled my momentum.
Yeah.
But if I just do this like,
did that slow down or did that just immediately stop? I didn't even notice a gradient.
I think it was a slowdown, but I think it bonks at a consistent speed for a bit, and then at some point it like triggers.
Okay, so there's a timer before it starts slowing you down.
Yeah.
So there's like a.
Yeah,
it slowed down.
I just slowed down.
That was cool.
I want to make it so that
easiest super slide ever. Yeah.
So for example, if I just set the speed, like if I just in this function, it just always sets the speed to like 30. I have no idea what that would do. But I just make it a really fast
exactly
roll.
what that's gonna do.
Well, okay, I know that's gonna be crazy, but
yeah,
I don't know if it'll.
Oh yeah, to finish what I was saying, it has auto jump, so it detects when you are at a ledge, and if you just walk off a ledge, Link just jumps. Like they were just like, wow, we need all these buttons to use all your tools and stuff for. And the game, for the most part, isn't really much of a platformer. And that's actually not true. It is, but it's like, oh my god. Yeah, let's go!
It's not gonna work with slopes, right? Like I can go up slopes, but I'm just gonna fly off, right? If I go like over this edge.
No, it stopped you. It made you fall.
Interesting.
Yeah, we have no idea how the collision works.
Oh yeah, it's like
fascinated to find out.
When you start falling, it like cancels your momentum. Like it's just like it just turns off.
Yeah. This is cool, yeah. Can you make him like spin like 40 times? Or is that some sort of animation thing? Animations might be a little tough for us to mess around with.
Yeah, that's a great question.
They're probably tool generated like tables as well. So it might be hard like without original tools to do some stuff, but we're gonna try to mess around with things.
This is so. Do you have like an on-frame 8?
Lockjaw says I want to say some other games do a context jump as well, but nothing comes to mind. Yeah, right. It's not like it's crazy that like what a lot of people call the best game of all time has this like kind of wonky jumping mechanic, and no one ever copied it. Probably because controllers have 10,000 buttons now, so we're not really running out of buttons anymore. But it is kind of nice to just like jumping is really spammy in a lot of games. You ever play like Fortnite and people just jump around and shoot all the time, and it kind of like you're kind of like, this doesn't feel like a character actually like shooting or playing. Like it wouldn't feel right to just constantly be jumping around as Link. So it's kind of nice to just like remove it and only jump when you really need to jump. But
I feel like this is. I think he only rolls once, and I think the animation actually controls when it ends, maybe. Because it's like, look, anim done. So the Link animation update. It updates the animation with the skeletal thing, and then if this is done, it does this function.
Oh, so it waits for the animation.
I think it's the animation, not the.
Oh wow!
So it's like as long as the animation takes is how.
It's not just some other timer. It's like behest to the animation.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So
if we wanted to like.
If we want to make them roll multiple times, I could try.
That would
this,
change this code. Whoa.
I could say.
Like run it, like make a counter and run it a few times. Right. Like say, oh, we've got animation has just done like animation has to be done like 4 times. Yeah.
Do we have an I-32? We don't.
What's this 8 being passed into Link animation on frame?
I think that's like says this is like how long it takes before he has until he doesn't have iframes anymore.
Okay.
So set invulnerability.
But no, what's this 8? I mean, what is that? What's that parameter?
So on frame, I think it's saying the 8th frame
of
the Link animation. Or I don't know if it's an 8th frame or 8 ticks are.
Oh,
8.
I see. If Link's animation is on frame like
8, but I don't know why 8's a floating point value. Like, I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
also,
sure.
oh, I guess we have signed 32, not S32.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
And S32 is a 32-bit signed integer.
So, okay, like, wait, where is it calling?
In C#, that would just be an int, the word int. That's effectively what that is.
So.
Is this game tied to the frame rate? Probably.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I think this is. Well,
I'd be pretty surprised if it's not.
Actually, for now, I'm just gonna say that it never ends. I just want to try that first because I don't know. See, if I just keep calling link anim update, is it gonna repeat it or is it gonna just stick to it? It's probably gonna stop at an end frame, right?
Yeah.
But I probably have to actually force the.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, FRN and Find Out edition.
Yeah. I don't know.
This compilation is pretty fast.
Yeah, it's smart enough.
I guess
think
your computer's pretty good too.
It's not recompiling everything. The first compilation took way longer than that.
Yeah. Oh,
so it's
right.
It's smart.
Modern compilers are good.
It's like.
Yeah.
It is like.
Okay, what we got here?
Okay, yeah. That was weird.
Oh,
it's still ending somehow.
Well, only because you were running. You changed the animation.
If I don't hold run, he like does that.
Why is he going around?
I don't know.
He's drifting. Was that like a weird rotation thing? Whoa!
Oh, that might be partially my stick.
A little bit of drift.
I think I do have. I totally.
Maybe we want to actually disable that because that might distract us a little bit. Can you set the?
I might be able to do that. I might be able to like. Okay, like
where's the dead zone options? There's an options in the bottom right. It might be in there. Oh, dead zone 9%.
Dead zone.
You can just crank.
Oh, I can.
Yeah. 25.
Oh, let's make it high.
Like that,
yeah. And that should eliminate.
Let's see if that. Yeah, was it dead zone?
It was dead zone stuff.
It's like a one. Anyone who had N64 controllers, man, you think controllers now have dead zone problems? That joystick, holy. Everybody you wanted to stand still, you just had to hold your hand on those things.
Okay, so this actually the anim done is not finishing it. I'm curious if I can probably update the thing multiple times a frame though. That would be interesting.
Can you speed up the day-night cycle easily?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
maybe. We could find out where that's stored. Yeah. We could probably make it really fast.
Yeah, we'll mess around with the player some more, but it might be fun to just try and mess around with some of the other features of the game. Yeah. You can definitely change it because they have a song that just like straight up changes it. So we could just look up the song effect and just see what they do, and then just take that code that changes the time of day in the song and just mess with it. Yeah. Every time you swing your sword, it changes from night to day. You have the night-day sword. It's like boom, nighttime, boom, daytime.
Oh yeah.
Make it so the sword is more powerful at night. Like cool stuff like that.
This is interesting. I'm updating it faster. So even though I'm saying, hey, anim is never done, like it's just always off, it still is somehow ending like after the animation's over. So I made it update 4 times faster, so like now the animation yeah, but it still ends. It still ends.
Yeah.
Even though I'm saying like don't end.
Yeah. So it looks like his run is animating based on his speed, too.
Oh, maybe
am I crazy?
Falls, maybe he goes. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
It's using his speed. That's cool.
Totally
that's pretty cool.
So I think. Yeah, that's not. I was wondering if I could make him like roll over and over and over again.
Sun Song, that's what it's called.
Which I feel like we could make him roll over and over somehow. But
Song of Rain and then the Song of Sun.
I assume. Okay, wait. Where's this called from? Setup roll. Link animation play once set speed.
Ooh, that looks like a good function.
That's interesting.
So play an animation once and set the speed. So play the scale anime, get player animation, anime group landing. Okay, so this is how we can look at those player animation group. There's like a bunch of these animations there. It might be worth looking into seeing like what these are. Okay, so here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We just get big tables of stuff. Like a lot of this might have been tool generated, or just probably coded in.
Yeah, I think that these are
the landing roll. It's just a roll. Okay.
Temporary names derived from original.
And they're numbered here, so this probably maps into some array somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
So I could like change it so that he throws instead of rolls, maybe. Out of curiosity.
Yeah, what's that gonna look like? Throw might have some other weird side effects.
Yeah,
but
who knows?
There's like a lot of code in this that's like in the middle of some like the game update. It's just like if Link has 3 rupees, don't do that. There's a lot of just like code that's clearly weird. Just like stuck in there to solve like weird specific case problems. So things might break very unexpected ways because there's a lot of hacky code. What did you do? Throw animation? That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the bathroom. You keep
Yeah.
stuff.
Adam Dunn is checked. Adam Dunn is checked next to a parasite that's checking some interrupt type 2. Yeah. You got that. Pardon me. Let's go to. I don't know Noel's keyboard very well. Go to F12. Okay. Wait, slope, slip, and is there like a slide, a slope, slip? I'm guessing slope, slip is like when he falls. Okay, what do we got? What animations? Pulling, pull, start, check, throw, put. Wait, L2, wait, R2, wait. I don't know what these are. 45-degree turn. What if this is his like looking left and right, the 45-degree turn? I wonder if that's what that is. Because sometimes he goes, huh? Sidewalk. Oh yeah, because you can, when you're aiming, he does a little like shuffle. So, what's the difference between L and R? Are these like blended or something? Huh. Production code. Yeah, production code is a good terminology for that. Put a little scare quotes around that. There's some like it's really funny stuff. It'll be like, there'll be a whole system, but then there'll just be like a bit of code that's just like, if animation is equal to this like string, like, you're like, oh man, I could have written this. This looks like some jacked stuff I put in to fix a bug at the last minute. ESS turn, walk, and I like he's got an end, so he starts walking, he's got an end of walking. It's a pretty considerable amount of animations for the character. It's pretty good. Yeah, do I refactor the whole system or hack it with one-liner? And you know the answer to that question. I know the answer to that question, and they've answered the question. Door V free, normal 2 fighter. Yeah, this is some good. There's a lot of animations. He's got like a walk and start, walk end animations. Heavy run. I'm guessing that's when you've got the boots.
Like the boots on
yeah, the big boots. Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's my phone ringing. Okay, I can swap you back again. I was just kind of looking at the animations. I didn't do anything.
I want to try making it. I have an idea.
Oh, damage run, yeah, because he goes like, when he gets hit, right?
Oh.
It flashes red.
Yeah.
I wonder if that flashing red is part of that animation.
Okay,
Probably
good.
not. It's probably triggered separately somewhere.
Throw it in here. I don't know. I have one idea I want to try quickly after this to make Link keep rolling. Unless someone else already.
See, Mike, thanks for the fun little stuff you were telling us.
Oh, yeah.
Take care.
Thanks for hanging out. No. It doesn't ever end is interesting.
Oh, this animation is probably ended by code then. It's like, oh, wow, what the... What animation was that again?
That was the hurt one. So you're right, the flashing is not...
Yeah, it's not part of the animation.
It's not part of the animation.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't expect it to be, but you never know.
Alright, so yeah, I want to try this.
You can get hurt when like rolling and stuff, which also makes you flicker red. So the flashing system is totally different. Yeah.
So I want to say like if anim done, just like play the anim again.
And then set anim done until it falls. Oh no, I see.
Yeah.
And just do that. Yeah.
And I feel like there must be something else stopping the state here, because it's like if anim or anim done, player interrupt move.
Matthew says the only place that anim done is checked in that method is alongside interrupt result player interrupt move anim done.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. So maybe I'll just get rid of this and say only end this if your anim is done.
Okay. Yeah.
And just like
force
it to like wait. Now I should roll. I should just keep rolling is my hope.
Yeah, that's what we want to get. We want Buddy just. I don't want to keep pressing roll. I just want.
Yeah, I just want him to roll.
It's like he knows what I want. We just emulate the button press. But no, I want the animation to loop to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna look good because it's.
Did not. Interesting. Fuck.
Something. Something else. We're missing something.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know if I'm gonna go back or. And this is what's this code again? This is like a. We're not exiting the state somehow.
Maybe I should not try interrupt at all. Maybe I should skip. Oh, this is only if you're bonked. This is only
you're
if you're
bonked.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't even care about this. Yeah,
so wait, why? Okay, so this doesn't. Anim done is not
anything.
controlling this at all. There's something else controlling this. I don't know what this function does. Play hand. Who knows? Oh, if you're talking, action handler 13 and action handler. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
That's the whole issue for the whole thing. Okay, well at some point this exit. Where does this exit the state? I guess that could. This is if you bonk. This is checking if you can bonk, and then also. Oh wait. Okay, this is where. If current frame is less than 15.
Yeah.
Or we haven't done random handler 7. Then if the frame is larger or equal to 20, I assume this is probably exiting out.
Action handlers. I wonder what that action is.
Player. Yeah, this is changing the player action.
Yeah. Hostile lock on.
So if I just get rid of this statement, which is, I don't know if oh no, if I get rid of this part, that might just end the whole. That might just let it loop forever. This might not work. I don't know. At some point, I'll just undo all this.
It's fun to just see what happens though. It tells you a little bit sometimes, like, oh, he went flying. Why did he go flying? And then it helps us sniff out what other thing, like what are all the things controlling him and like making him, controlling the top down behavior.
There we go.
Whenever he's rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a big ending. That's a long
animation.
animation.
He's got a long ending lag. Oh right, he doesn't.
Yeah, you can't do anything anymore now, right? Yeah.
I'm just in.
You can.
I can cancel into another roll somehow.
Oh, do you have to do it like frame perfect?
I think it might be on the frame. Yeah.
Oh, did you just fluke out and get that frame?
I guess so.
You just turned around again.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that was. I figured that out, so that's cool.
I love how hacky some of the code is. Yeah, it is kind of cool how hacky some of it is. There's clearly which happens a lot in any game. You'll find a lot of system stuff, but whenever you look at player code, that's where things are gonna get weird, because player code you just like they would have handed it to what's his name?
Sorry, what?
The designer.
Who's I guess Miyamoto and stuff.
Miyamoto. I've forgotten the name Miyamoto. Oh my god, the worst game developer ever. Yeah, they would have had it to Miyamoto. He would be like, oh, when I jump, it does this, or he probably would have been working on this code himself too. But if someone else was, he would have played it and been like, oh, I hate when I do this and I roll, I can't press fast enough, and they would have had to go in and add a little if statement in the middle of the update loop.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And then you just build up player code over time by adding all these tiny little feel stuff that aren't system, because it's all so feel based.
So one thing we could try here is
always happens
when you press roll, you just make him jump instead, for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, make him jump.
Yeah. So I can just
find the edge jump, see what the jump code looks like, and just use that.
Oh.
It does all the animation and everything, right? So if you can find where he jumps,
that might be hard. But we could.
Might just Control F jump in here. Edge jumping is probably pretty complicated because it has to do detection and stuff.
Yeah, it's search for jump.
But if we can find just where the jump starts, where his Y speed is.
Yeah, maybe we'll use the animations to figure it out. Jump, climb, hold.
Oh yeah, find the jump animation and a reverse search for it. Yeah, that's probably makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
What's this?
This table I think is all the animations in a giant.
Yeah, it's adding. It looks like it's getting pointers to all of them.
Yeah, animation. It's just a giant table, static table of all the animations.
Yeah.
Cool. There's a lot of actually jump references in this. Jump. Oh my god. Right, all these. So jump. Okay, Link, fighter, jump, roll through. Kiryu.
What's Kiryu?
Kiryu isn't. I don't know. Jump slash. We don't want jump slash. Flip slash. These are all slash moves. We want just when you jump off a ledge.
Yeah.
Link normal to jump start. This might be the one we want. Set of action. Okay, wait. What is this?
Excuse me.
This is action handler 12. So.
Yeah, we're gonna end up getting in a lot of these action handlers. Distance to ledge. That looks like a thing. Why distance to ledge? Right here.
Oh, distance to ledge. So if age properties, some age thing. Okay, this is doing doing different things based on his if he's big link or little link.
Yeah. Wall polynormal, get normal. Getting the wall polygon. This is there's some interesting stuff going on here. Ooh,
yeah.
This is tricky.
This is hard.
What does this play here? The play once. Is that the jump or rotate?
Whatever the current skeleton animation is.
You can see like actor shape rotate. By the way, we can just start messing with that stuff if we want to. Like,
Where do you see that? Oh, this
like,
one.
yeah, like it looks like the actors have a lot of shared things, like the rotation and.
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
there's actually
actors
oh, yeah,
and shape.
spin.
Yeah, there's some good. There's probably a lot of just like generic things that all the objects have in there that we can mess with.
Yeah, Kiru does sound like that. It does.
It
Sound
does.
Like
Yeah, there's a bunch of that in here too.
Yeah, there is.
We found a bunch while exploring around, a bunch of Japanese, like anglicized or whatever you would call it, like words. Yeah.
Some of it does. Some of the decomp does because there actually are comments like the debug build of Ocarina of Time had left in like console logging basically, and they had some that were in Japanese/English. So that stuff is just left in here, and there's some stuff like that I saw. I'm gonna go try just going in the action roll.
That's funny. The save daytime is just a bug, but it's it doesn't actually affect anything.
I'm gonna like let you roll here. I'm just gonna
Just
try.
writes over some other space that nothing was using. That's funny.
I'm gonna try something kind of weird. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna try just saying like update our animation and then return. And then here I'm gonna say if our current frame is less, if this current frame is less than 15, whoa. If, oh no, I copied the wrong thing.
Bad yank.
Oh my god. So if this is less than that, I just want to set like this actor speed. Is there like a context dependent value can we use for? I want vertical. Oh, I could just set the y velocity
on each axis. Yeah, which way's gonna be up?
I don't know. I have no idea actually.
All right, bets. Take bets. Is a y positive up or is y positive down? We know it's vertical.
Yeah, we know it's vertical.
Unless velocity works different. Hopefully it doesn't.
So this should just like do the roll. They'll still do the roll animation, and then this is happy with that. They should do the roll animation but go upwards. And then after 20 frames, return to normal.
Okay. Fort says y plus y.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm probably doing this wrong.
I'm my guess is also
I
up,
think you're
but
right.
we'll see. That's how I always code it. That's why it just feels better.
Yeah.
Whoa, he was pushing into the ground real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the normal of his velocity was like cranked downward, so he was like grinding into the ground. That's cool. He didn't go through the ground. That's good. That's a good sign, I think. Ground probably has special kind of rules too.
Oh yeah, Sex Rex. Yeah, no, I can't run.
Dang, no affiliates. You can't run prediction. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's like
prediction.
a feature. Yeah.
I need to stream more often if I want to do that.
Mm-hmm. We gotta find some other games to mess around with.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
some Game Boy hacking
Oh,
or
it's
something
nighttime again for
sometime.
some reason.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, moon.
Oh, it cancels the animation as soon as I do it too.
Is it because somewhere else in the code it's like, oh, you're jumping, so it's like
I think it's like
it's
I think
probably
there's
overriding some of the
cancel,
stuff
yeah.
you're doing. Yeah, that's pretty dope though. Can we? Let's jump higher. Let's start jumping around and see what's behind these walls and stuff.
I just set it to
Let's look
50.
around. Let's look around. Jump around. Jump around. I love how it's like slow mo. It reminds you of Mario Odyssey when you go to the moon. Sorry, spoilers if no one's played that.
The Game Shark. Oh yeah, I mean the Game Shark probably did something like this where it just like stuck in like a set y to negative value or positive value.
Yeah, Game Shark were just memory hacks. Whoa!
Well, they're actually doing an animation for this. Like, they're detecting that the y. I don't know why it's so high. That's high.
Why did that one go so much higher?
I don't. Wow. I don't know why it went so high. I'm gonna. Oh, it didn't. I had no fall damage. Fall damage is probably based on the last ground position.
Wait, there's fall damage in this?
Isn't there? Totally, there's. Yeah, if you fall from really high.
I don't remember.
And you have to cancel. You have to cancel it by like slashing.
Oh, that's right. Oh wow, yeah.
Like just.
It's based on ground height, not fall distance. Wow.
So I don't know
That's
why.
interesting.
I don't know why that one time I went really high. I feel like that time it ran more frames of the roll before it canceled the roll or something.
Oh, interesting. What the heck? Oh, that's a cool. That looks great.
Yeah,
He
I like
kind
that
of flips up there a little too.
I like that
quick,
they
but,
jump
yeah.
like he actually like
he does his jumping.
he uses his jump
It's
animation.
like using air detection in overriding the animation based on when he's in the
Yeah,
area.
so I think I'm
so
only
the
getting,
ground checks. So
I'm only getting like 1 frame of setting the speed
Yeah.
to 50, and then it cancels out of this.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some dampeners. Like it stops his jump speed. Or it's got like an arc. It's doing. Yeah. That's cool. It's cool to be able to jump in this game, man. You can never just jump in this game. Why did I do it that time?
I think so. Sometimes I think it's giving me more frames of roll or something.
Oh, interesting. That's
that still wouldn't make it that high. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something is like if I do it into a wall, maybe. Oh no. Oh, now I'm not gonna roll now. I'm stuck. Yeah. Okay. But I can probably load somewhere that has like, where's this? I don't know what the scenes. I don't know what these debug scenes are. But I can go to one of these other spots. Let's pick a random one. Oh, this is like the worst one to pick.
Yeah, we could. Do you want to change some of the names of those as we go, so we can jump to them when we want to? So whatever you just did there was like yours. I could maybe have my notepad. I should give some notepad. No, I'll just when you. This is cool.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can change them in the actual Z-select thing.
Noel Berry says, hi, Noel.
Oh, hello, Noel. Wow, interesting. Hello. Multiple R's and Y's there. Actually, my name also has multiple R's. I don't know why I say it like that. But an extra Y. Print menu. Yeah, so wait, where are all these? Here they are. So, spot. This one was like, Hyrule. I don't know if it's gonna have that character. It has spaces like field. 8, I think we said was Zora.
Oh, it says it there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just copy it.
Zora. Okay.
Oh, that's so interesting.
I don't know if this is too long.
You might not have enough space.
Let's
Just
I'll just say
Hyrule.
field.
Yeah, they're all listed there. It's interesting that they didn't.
Graveyard, Zora's River, Kakariko Forest,
Yeah.
Sacred Forest, Lake Hylia, Ruby Fun, Gerudo Forest, Fortress. Well, not Forest.
Gerudo.
I don't know. We could go to
Goron City? Yeah, Goron. Just call that Goron, I guess. Yeah, we can jump there.
And plug it into Live SM64 and plug it into Yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder if it should.
It's raining outside.
Yeah, it's really
Holy.
it should show this now. I'm curious. It should render them. Yeah, okay.
Nice. There we go.
Well,
Well, that's a little better.
I'm curious if going to Goron. I
You
just
missed it?
clicked. Yeah.
You see. One line range.
Just doing.
Can you get back that menu open again?
I think by saving and quitting, but I don't know how to. I feel like when I'm pressing save and
you
quit,
got
they have a
this.
debug menu.
Yeah, this whack menu.
So I don't know how to like return because it doesn't let me like press the.
Okay, you have to restart.
Yeah. So where's like I can't go to the. Yeah, I don't want to save. Okay. Want to mess around with some source code C, but I always find it super hard to just get into more complex codes like this. Yeah, I mean, it definitely like the people who decompiled this have done an amazing job already of like naming stuff that's like really nice. But even after that, it's
old
still,
code also just even original old source code can be pretty
it can be hard to like
mystifying, especially if there's tool generated things.
Yeah.
Because you're not really looking at code people would write. But I actually don't know how much.
This will hurt me probably. Right?
Yeah, because you changed Z. You jumped from a ground level. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks at like when you jump, it knows what Z level you're at, and then when you go in the air and it detects when you land, it gets a difference of those.
Yeah.
And that's how it calculates fall damage. Whereas like we would do it on the ground check. We would say, hey, what's your just speed?
Yeah, what's your speed?
No, we would do fall time sometimes, wouldn't we? It depends on what the game was.
Oh right, I can only jump if I'm moving because it's a roll. I can't jump standing.
Because you can't roll in place. That's right.
Yeah, you can't roll in place.
Oh, I can't get up there. Yeah. Man, he zips so much. Can we maybe we could? Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool to be able to jump around.
Yeah, I want to jump higher.
Yeah,
still.
Not quite high enough. Can you change the float bit? Can we like?
Yeah, I think
the part where it controls the arc of his jump. Can we get there? Maybe we'd have to find that. Another way to do that might be just going into the animations.
Oh,
and finding where the
changing-
animation is called, like his jump animations.
I can see if
that might help us locate it quicker because like it's kind of hard to find stuff in this in the state machines sometimes, especially since a lot of them aren't named.
Yeah, like I can find like where velocity Y is set to stuff. But yeah, because the actions are not named, so it's hard to figure out like, oh, what action is. You have to figure out by context, kind of link on frame, whatever. Set velocity to 0. There's probably a gravity thing somewhere. I wonder, does it have gravity? Actor gravity.
All right.
Exit grotto. Gravity 0.
Whoa.
This one's.
Whoa.
Mean velocity. What is this? Yeah. Temp. Yeah. So these are like the decompiled names.
Yeah. This is like what they're looking at. Yeah, it's confusing stuff. Pokemon would absolutely be programmed in assembly. You're not coding Game Boy in C.
Yeah, Game Boy games. Yeah. Someone made a C conversion.
Yeah, you can code. There are ways to code Game Boy in C, but like no one would have done it back in the day. It would have been C would have ground a Game Boy to a halt in 1991 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whenever Pokemon came out, it must be around there, right?
Game Boy Advance
89,
games?
91, something like that.
Game Boy Advance games were probably, I could see those being C, yeah.
GBA, I'm pretty sure it was assembly, right?
For Game Boy Advance?
Was Game Boy Advance C? Really?
I feel like Game Boy Advance would be C, yeah.
Man, Game Boy Advance is C. I want to start doing some Game Boy Advance hacking. There's a good Rust GBA
that's
library,
cool.
yeah.
That's actually really cool.
I want to mess around with more.
Yeah, I could just try setting the gravity lower to something. Well, here, I'll just try setting. Where did I set my speed? I could just try.
More Rust game dev streams. I'll do more eventually. Yeah, I've got a project going. I'll probably do some streams.
Let's try setting. I don't know if I need to. It's a couple thing. It's interesting. This animation is getting interrupted. It would be nice if I could make it so it didn't interrupt my code.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's checking to be like, oh, we actually don't want to do this anymore. We want to switch to some other state.
It's gonna be a fighting. Gravity will be like 40404 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just see what happens.
I can go.
Whoa!
Wow, they have a lot.
Whoa! You just go up? Oh wow!
They have a lot of debug places.
Yeah, we didn't really scroll through this. Holy!
I don't know what this is. Oh, this is
the ending. Spoiler alert! Whoa!
Oh, did not like that.
This is your gravity code?
Oh, right, my gravity code. I turned off gravity.
Whoa. Oh,
it's still turning gravity on.
No, it's probably because they're setting the gravity in wherever the jump code is, doing the thing, and then it's coming back to your code, setting to 0, but that's effectively not changing anything. Yeah. Did you find where the jump animation is being set?
No, I'm officially speedrunner.
It might be around there. That's Pugwen. I do have a Rust game engine. It's pretty good. Uh-oh. Oh, that's why they froze.
Oh,
I
that
screamed
thing's
at
screaming.
you. That's why you froze.
I don't have
before.
audio. I can't hear audio right now.
Oh, this is the worst. What the worst enemy design of all time? They added them to that Zelda game.
Oh yeah.
That they just released. They added the worst enemy. They brought that back. Terrible enemy. Oh, those freaked me out so much when I was a kid too.
Yeah, I wonder. I couldn't figure out what the jump was.
If you just keep rolling, you can ignore the zombie. Oh, interesting. I didn't know rolling. Are you supposed to be adult Link during this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Little Link during this. Speedrunners always get here as Little Link, but yeah, it's funny seeing Little Link running. He's like barely comes up to her skirt. This is a cool cutscene.
Yeah.
Look at the pieces falling. Yeah. That's terrifying. Using them offensively in echoes was cathartic. Yeah, they were pretty useful. They were pretty powerful. Because you could throw out like a knight and then one of them, and they would scream and stun. I think they stunned your guys too, though.
Yeah, they stunned. Yeah.
So you'd have to like throw objects, things that weren't living, because they froze all living stuff.
Okay, I probably should do this whole cutscene. I just wanted to try jumping around in this.
This is your life now.
Yeah, but this is like the actual.
Something about her expression there. She's like, well.
I want to jump around. Let me jump. I can't remember how long this cutscene is.
Yes. He's doing like oh. See where he's floating? Huh? He was like floating like
really?
a foot above the ground.
Oh, maybe because I'm.
Yeah, when it zoomed out there.
Whoops.
Yeah, he was just hovering. I don't know why. Makes me wondering if their position, their XY position, is at the base of them.
Oh, probably. It must be, right?
Right? Yeah. I wonder though if it'd be like a
I don't know where their object
and it was trying to
position
place him there as like adult Link.
Oh, and he's like offset.
That's what I was wondering. Maybe was the case, but it could also be your gravity code is jank and everything.
Yeah.
Older Link's taller. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering if it was trying to put old Link there, and that's why he was in a weird spot.
It'd be so weird for the Y origin to be the top of you though. Like,
Yeah, we learned a long time ago that like
it's gotta be the feet.
you usually want the feet to be your position in almost every game.
I just want to hop over Ganon.
Yeah.
I should have made my hop. Yeah, I should try making the hop.
And any kind of like platformer, anything with gravity, usually you do. Oh my god.
No, my sword.
It's a cool cutscene. I forgot how cool this
Yeah,
is.
I
A little lightning in the background.
Watched this in a long
This is
time.
so dope. Holy. Surrounded by fire. It's just like Sephiroth ass cutscene. Oh, scary. Man, that's like half of their 3D module budget is on this boss too.
It is terrifying. Like,
Oh, he's huge. Yeah, he destroys these, right? He breaks them, I think. Oh, whoa. He's like, what? Link can jump? Wow!
Whoa, I wanted the really high ones for some reason. Can I take out a bomb? Oh, yeah. Whoops, I took out a bomb. I can't throw the bomb.
He's nonchalantly landing.
No.
Oh, that's probably. I wonder how high that is.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
You have to
how
do
high
a
that
super
is.
high jump. Can you get over it? Oh!
Wait, if I can somehow trigger that really high jump again.
Yeah, you get over it. It's hard to trigger that. It's hard to know what's causing it.
I think it's something with running into walls. If I run into one of these walls again. Oh no, I'm gonna die actually.
If you want to see a really messed up cutscene, you should see the ones in Twilight Princess when you have the sword you're not supposed to. Oh, that's probably funny. Yeah, a fun thing with game is when games break, but they don't like break. Like they just barely manage to keep running, but something's wrong with them. Those are always really funny.
I wonder if I can get out. Oh, it lit me on fire. Oh, I got out, but I'm dead.
The crazy ones are the where they. No, you're not.
I'm just on fire.
Yeah. We're gonna end your rap. No, she's like, I'm out of here. She left. She's going back to Ganon.
Okay.
Whoa.
It just reset. I died.
You was the death.
It just
yeah.
reset the whole animation, I think. I think I could jump out somehow and get back to her. Yeah, it just reset the whole cutscene.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay. Enough of that.
It'd be funny if Link was still like on fire.
Yeah, I would like to make it so that something is canceling my velocity, and it's like some kind of jump routine.
Yeah, we gotta find the jump code. Yeah.
Oh, here's where it moves. Oh, update an actor's position.
Update velocity, XZ gravity actor. So XZ is sine cos, world rotation, actor speed. See, this is where they're using that speed variable, right? They're like changing his like they need to like have a speed based on your like rotation, so they like switch to the other speed mode. So they're setting his velocity based on like your rotation and his speed variable. So they've got the velocity and the speed variable, but they use them kind of both.
Yeah.
When they need one, when they need directional velocity, they use the rotation and speed. But when they need like game controls, they go to XZ mode.
Oh, here. Oh,
yeah.
This is what I want to change.
Yeah, if y plus equals actor gravity, if actor velocity y is less than the min velocity y, so you could just also just change min velocity y.
Yeah. Well, min velocity would be falling because negative's down, right? So min velocity would be going.
If it's less than the minimum velocity,
yeah,
it's your fall
falling,
speed. Yeah,
fall speed. I want the opposite.
Okay, so that's clamping your fall speed. Yeah, you can add a little comment there, maybe.
I want. Wait, I guess I need to see if they have a.
Yeah, they might have a.
Do they have a max
It
one?
might just be variables we can mess with here.
Yeah, so that's the lower bound cap for velocity.
This is actor. Yeah, actor's not going to have like link specific.
No.
Jump code.
So
all objects have a min velocity.
Link must have a max velocity.
So like we would have called this max fall speed probably.
Yeah. There must be a velocity dot y is like clamped somehow somewhere in here.
Lochno says G time speed sets the day-night cycle.
Oh, G
it's usually 1 but 10 on the title screen, automatically doubled at night. Oh, so they speed it up for the title screen.
That's
yeah, because
cool.
they want to like what do you call it? The attract mode, they want to show off the day-night scene because that was a big thing. Day-nights are very normal now. They were not, because it was basically very expensive to do in old games because you'd have to have double graphics or you'd have to have a lighting system. The day-night thing was it was a pretty, not an innovation, but it was a pretty big feature to have. It was very cool.
This is this is a multiplier on it then. That's cool.
Yep.
Cool. So different places would do.
Yeah.
So I could change that if we wanted.
Yeah, totally. Also, that's good to know.
Velocity. I feel like somewhere around, like, held. Oh, this is for held actor. Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, held actor. Interesting. So when you're holding something, it's setting its Y velocity. Oops, I want to find the Y velocity.
20. What?
Yeah, it's just setting it. If you're on, it's like this is like so specific, right? It's like on frame 6 of this animation.
It's probably the throw.
Yeah, it's like
because it's setting speed. Yeah, it's setting the rotation and then it's setting speed to 10. So it's angling and then setting speed to 10 and setting velocity Y to 20. That's weird. It's like using both speed modes. Well, I'm pretty sure that's yeeting. That's like on frame 6 of the throw animation. Take the thing I'm holding and you yeet it, and then it probably. It doesn't seem to unset the held actor though.
That's true. It's not like clearing.
So maybe it's not that. Maybe it's something else.
Oh, this function might do it. This random function might this might be like the drop function.
Finished item change, set upper action function, detach held actor.
So this random
so that is the
like
throw.
The drop.
That's cool. So we can make them throw stuff super far too.
Yeah,
so we can make it so you can throw bombs like 40 miles. Yeah, you get
bombs equipped,
yeah.
right?
Ooh, no, that seemed normal.
That seemed fair.
It could be that it also has weird speed controls too. And that is a perfectly normal throw.
Yep, seems normal. This could be from something else, I guess. I don't know. Interesting. Or the bomb might have some kind of like weird.
It might be bomb. Might be. Yeah, I'm not sure. It might not be like an act. No, it does. It creates an object, and then it sets it to him holding it. But yeah, because you can pick up bombs in other places as well.
Yeah.
Plants, I think. Was the original they get them? That's in this game, right? The bomb plants?
Yeah. I think
Before you get bombs, you have bomb plants. I think that's in the game.
Yeah, I think the bomb's a sprite. Like it is a sprite, but it's still like an object that exists in the. It's like an actor still, even though it's like a 2D sprite or whatever. Yeah. Like Costel said. Okay. I want to find the gravity stuff. I mean, okay, the player has gravity, but somewhere in this gigantic thing, if frame rate const, yeah, like who knows? This stuff's kind of, it's hard to find like what function would possibly control. This is a reference to velocity, speed target, yaw target. What the hell is this thing? This is like approaching values again. Speed run limit. This is like approaching some values based on stuff. Yeah, this is like. I guess I could try to find like the falling animations and stuff, and then maybe.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, try to find the falling.
And then
animation.
work backwards from there.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I think the animations, because they're all named, it's just a really good place to like kind of use as breadcrumbs to try to find where code is. Okay. Sometimes the code isn't where the animation is. Like, you know, the falling will be in like the falling area, but it won't be in the jumping area. That kind of thing.
Let me go back to the roll.
But it might be a good way to start. Yeah.
Action handler. No, I didn't want this one. I wanted player action roll. This is what I want. This one, landing roll. Okay, so these are the animations. I want one that's like fall or something like that. Jump, climb, hold, jump, climb, wait, jump, climb, up, down slope, slip end. Oh wait, fall up, fall. Okay, fall up.
Fall up.
Great. It's a great question.
I don't know if I would have named it that.
Is there anything else that could be? Wait, walk around, damage around, heavy weight, normal, doors, landing maybe, short landing, landing roll, hip, down.
That might be when he's crouching.
Yeah, maybe throw, put back, check, wait, pull, start, pulling. I'll start with fall up, I guess.
Yeah, that might be it. This looks frustrating. This is incredibly fun.
Yeah,
this
no,
is why we were like, we have to stream this, because Noel and I were just
I-
like, I was like dreaming about the game code that night. Like we were talking about it, we got so excited. It's just really cool. It's really cool to see things like, if this animation is playing and the frame is equal to 6, like change the
Yeah.
gravity to half. I'm like, yeah, that's like the hacky, crappiest way to code stuff
Yeah, I
ever,
love-
and
I
we
love
all do it. Even back then, they were doing it in C. That stuff's fun.
Yeah, fall up. I wonder if this is like, could this be like going over a ledge or something? Or like climbing over a... Cause I'm just looking at it's like, if some variable
You should
is
do it,
larger-
Benji. Download it.
Yeah. If some variable is larger than 0, do you fall up? Otherwise, do you climb up? Jump climb up. So I'm wondering if this is like some kind of like action.
Fall up, climb up. Is there a way you can fall up? I want to just play that animation and see if that might help us.
Yeah. I guess
Where's the jump animation? Like he has a really cool, like he's like got one leg in front of the other and he's like doing a thing.
Yeah.
Where is that? That's really good.
There's also other animations somewhere. Wait.
Yeah, like no, they've done a great job here. Like the fact that we can get Noel and I did this in like an hour. We got like Noel got this compiling and
Yeah, it wasn't
like,
hard. Okay, I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna delete the
it's
stuff. That
really a lot of work to get to.
Yeah.
And like he also downloaded this, like they've got this like Visual Studio Code thing you can
Yeah, like the fact that all
add
my
and make all the like jump to definition work, so you can like navigate around their code really quickly. That they provided all that. It's so cool. It's just awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what the. I just replaced it so it plays that now instead of the roll. So we'll
Could
see
it be
what
the
this is.
crystal teleport animation when you get warped out of temples and stuff? Maybe. Ooh.
Oh,
That's fall up? That's just
That's
climbing.
fall up. It's just climbing out of the like when you climb out of the ground.
Isn't there also climbing animation though?
Yeah, I thought there's also climbing.
Oh, it might be when he falls and he grabs a ledge.
Oh, and
He's falling, and as opposed to like walking up to a ledge and grabbing it, right? Oh wait, is that the only way you can grab ledges in this, or can he grab them just like? Yeah, see that's jump up, and then there's fall up is when you're in
like
the air
dangling.
and then you dangle, and he's probably got a separate animation for that because he's like, oh, he probably like does like a little jerk kind of. It takes longer probably as well.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
if you like jump the gap and you barely make the jump and he grabs the ledge, that's probably fall up.
Okay. So this
That makes sense.
doesn't tell me. That was interesting. It doesn't tell me where.
But that's not the jump, right?
No.
We haven't found a jump animation or like how they do that. Did they just use like his running animation or something weird like that? Like,
Yeah. Okay. There are other animations in here.
Oh, are there?
I was looking. So there's that list.
Oh, that other big huge.
There's also this list of things, which are like I think. Oh my god, where are these? These are like another list of them.
It's the animation groups, which probably means this is where like blending kind of stuff happens, maybe.
Oh, that makes
So,
sense. Some kind of blending thing. So this could also have like run, walk, damage run, heavy run.
Yeah, it'll
wait,
be in
oh,
here.
wait, R,
This
wait.
is definitely where it's gonna be.
Door, all these doors, landing,
Yeah,
put down.
down. Walk and throw, put, check, whatever.
These
check
look like the
is.
same names. Falling up again. These look like the same.
Jump,
names.
jump, climb, weight, jump, climb up. No, okay, so down, slope.
I mean, maybe I should just look at what jump climb is, because yeah, I don't know.
They're not our friends, though. We don't know the people who did this. We just
Yeah, no, I don't
found
know.
out about it and decided to go in.
The Git, if you look at the Git repo for it on GitHub, it has like a lot of people interacting with it, so it's quite large. I don't know the people who
It's
do
probably
this.
a bunch of people.
It's probably many people.
this-
Okay.
Fidgets are what he does when
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't control
cool.
him for a while. They call him fidgets. That's a good name for it.
That's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. So he's got He's got a bunch of different fidgets. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, they commented them all too.
Yeah.
So you
Fidget,
know.
adjust shield, sword swing. Man, they added so many. He just stands around. He just does so much stuff. That's such like polish.
It's really cool.
Right, like that. That's how you know a game is made by devs who polish, and there's like all these little things that you don't need to add.
Yeah, the amount of it's true. The amount of like states the link has is pretty nuts.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff in this
you
game.
You can see there's somewhere, I don't remember where all the states are. They're down here somewhere. Oh, here's all the init IA input actions. You can see all the actions down. But they're somewhere down here. There's like a huge list of all the. I don't. Maybe I passed them already.
Do you want to do something else, or try to mess around with jumping still?
I'm trying for something else.
Yeah, jumping's pretty.
Yeah, here's
fun,
all the actions, right? There's a lot of actions.
Where is it? Try opening door. So when he like pulls, probably.
Hookshot fly. Oh, CS action. That's like a cutscene action. So we looked at that. That's like.
Yeah. And
this is the thing that's like parsing. It's actually parsing like the. They have like a bytecode.
Yeah, there's
like
a whole cutscene system. Yeah, and it's got like little instructions, and it like puts objects into slots and then does instructions on the objects that are in slots. I think.
Yeah.
So something like that.
It has like
so
the cutscene has like a certain amount of objects.
Yeah. It'll say like rotate object 0, and it'll like put player in slot 0, like stuff like that. It's very interesting how it works. So you could like run the same cutscene and put different stuff. So.
Here's the hookshot. Could do cool stuff with the hookshot.
Try to fix a bug where the hookshot target dot disappears before the surface is on actually out of range. That's funny. I didn't know about that bug. That's pretty good though. It's like it doesn't quite line up.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't bug fixing this game right now. I don't know if
we're not. Yeah, that'd be fun to go through and fix
cool.
bugs. Yeah.
So this does have a few interesting. This variable is like declared in scope. Which I guess so maybe this is slightly I guess C89 variables that we declare at the top, so maybe this isn't. Maybe this is actually it's interesting. I want to see. I guess okay. I guess I can restore the stuff that I fucked up.
We're flying through this time. I'll be hitting it around.
Probably around 4.
I wanted to start cooking around like 5, so I'll hit around 4. But you can keep streaming for a bit if you want. After that, if you want to like wrap up. I feel like we're gonna get there real quick.
The roll's so slow now.
You've ruined your fast roll.
It would be cool to figure out why the bombs like weren't throwing very far. Like I changed the values on it and I thought that was like gonna do it, but it did not. I wonder if is throw in here. I'm curious. So like they've named some of them, and I'm wondering what
these not being named is pretty rough. There's lots of stuff in here.
Yeah, I'm curious if they just don't have a name for them or if someone just hasn't done it yet. Because it takes a huge amount of work to name everything. So,
yeah, totally.
The fact that a lot of them are named is cool. Exit Grotto, Forest. Oh no, Aurora's Wind. I see.
Yeah, when you teleport in.
Yeah. Blue Warp arrived. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here.
He's cool. He like touches on the ground. I think.
What was that? What was the thing called? What was that timer called again? The G time speed. Yeah, I can just change this really fast just to see what it looks like. I'll stay in the roll. That was easy. So I can probably just set this to like, I don't know, 50. I don't know. It might be way too fast. I don't know what's going to happen. Hookshot moves linearly, it's doing a raycast with a dot versus moving on the object for the hookshot. I put the object. It's a collision sphere that extends the range by radius of that sphere. Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, we could just make it so the hookshot doesn't have to hit a wall. It just grabs at the end of its animation. So you just hookshot to the sky.
That's true.
We can just like just go fly around. Oh, you can hookshot from the air in this game though. Yeah.
I think what's happening right now is that this is probably being unset by some other system right now.
Yeah. This is what's happening. Is a lot of stuff's like kind of.
Yeah, there's like things that are obviously changing it back.
Yeah. So is there stuff that's like exists outside of the game states that like the player states, like things like gravity that are happening all the time, like. Because I know the game states are changing these variables, but things are running on these variables. Where's that code? Like, where's the kind of like always happen code? Is that like normal actor stuff?
So there is normal actor stuff. Yeah. I mean, okay, if I go to Z,
But that
actor,
won't explain why we can't find where the freaking jump animation is.
Like,
That's still haunting
okay,
me.
so like update actor position. I assume that this is being called in like a lot of places. I assume that the actor. Oh my god. Okay. What is all the stuff in here then?
Yeah.
Heavy block. They're just calling this themselves. I thought this would be something that was called from some kind of like system, you know, that would just run on all actors. But it looks like each actor individually, which is actually interesting because then the player can find the player's like main update, which is here. This is probably like their default.
Oh, what's all this?
This is probably the main update.
Player update common. That's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. You found that fast. Well done. Wicked. Yeah, I bet I bet there's some stuff in here that's been overwriting.
Probably
our variables
stuff,
were changing. Yeah. Look at this. Like if this, then set like change variable. Like these if statements are clowning on us. So maybe this is just where we should be hacking.
This if body's burning, update body. What does update body burn do?
Update body burn.
Spawn. Oh, I want to spawn flames all the time. Player inflict damage. Player play sound effect. Doesn't look like it's spawning a flame though.
No, if spawned flame. This flame is already spawned.
Oh, here's where it's spawning flame. Oh, okay.
Spawn flame on player. Oh, we're just gonna run around on fire? Maybe while we're running, like if X or Y is like not 0. So as he runs, he just goes like.
Yeah. Oh, it's looping through player. Oh, it's looping through all your body
Let's
parts.
leave a trail of fire behind. That's great. That's a great thing,
That's
Dad.
fun.
Yeah.
It's like so. It's looping through all
give
your
him a
body
fire
parts.
sword.
I don't know. I assume the sword is like some part of his body. Body part max. So it loops through all the body parts, and then it increments a timer. So it's not doing this every frame.
Whoa.
Spawn flame is true. So then timer is larger than this. We clamp it to something, and then. But okay, I can just do this though. I can just copy this. I guess I probably shouldn't do this on every frame.
So he's got like all these different. All his body parts, we can access those if we want. That's really neat. Is there a way to attach a debugger to your emulator? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
probably
I assume there's a way
not,
to.
Or maybe, I don't know.
Some kind of thing.
Dealing with objects is sometimes have to run more than one state per frame. We're always going to deal with. Yeah. It's all kinds of. Yeah, it can be
Color intensity. I'll just do one. I don't know what these are supposed to be.
Ooh.
I'm spawning one every single frame right now. So
it's gonna like grind the game to a halt.
And I'm only spawning it on body part 0, so I'm not spawning it on every body part. I'm just whatever. I don't know
how big the frame pool is because we know they have a frame. They have
Right,
they have a arena. It looks like
some kind of arena
stuff.
allocator. Yeah.
Yeah, but
All
right.
Oh yeah, you can hook
This is
with
gonna
it.
pop.
That's cool.
This is gonna. That's better than I imagined. Oh,
Yeah.
this is so sick. Why does it look so good?
It looks way better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be so janky.
This is it. This is a clip from the stream right here. Yeah.
I wonder.
Flame Link.
I'm surprised it's not like being so bad that it like.
It looks like really good actually.
Yeah, it looks fine.
There might just be like, flame might just be a thing. Like there's just like 20 flames, and so if you just do it a bunch of time, like it's just like it's some pooled actor something like that.
Yeah,
that is so
Super Saiyan.
sick. Super Saiyan like holding a sword. Ganon sees this coming. He's shitting himself.
Yeah.
Just slowly walking towards Ganon on fire.
Spawn flame on player.
Yeah, that was so awesome.
Oh, I can get all my body part. I can get all of my body part positions. Is what I'm trying to say. So that's cool.
So you want things to happen on your feet, or you want things to happen? Yeah.
Body part positions, player body part positions.
That's really handy. We could do things like attach stuff to his hand.
Oh, they have one flame per body part that like decreases.
Can you make it so that it spawns from his hand? We spawn like smaller ones from his hand. So if he swings his sword, it'll like be spawning where his hand is.
So
if we can
player
do that.
body part waist.
Head is 7.
Left hand.
Oh, he's got a lot of body parts. Man, they have a whole body part system and everything. This is so cool. This game is awesome.
So I can probably
They just did it all, hey?
This in here.
Yeah.
And I can probably decrease the scale by like.
Make it smaller so he's got like a little flaming hand, not like this giant orb. So that was 1.0. So the default size of those flames is huge.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
I thought that was it. I was like, what? I didn't know that was the running from before. Yeah, Regulin, that's probably true for almost everything in this game. And everything is probably just objects that are just turned on and off. That's cool.
Yeah, that is pretty.
It's
cool.
the other arm though. Oh no, he's left-handed. Jeez, I don't remember that he's left-handed.
He's always been left-handed,
That's
except
cool.
for the ones with the Wii
Can you put
then he
both of his feet on fire, so as he runs around, his tiny little flames on his feet. That would be kind of cool. Like he runs super fast. Ooh, we can make it so if his speed is higher, so you run and then he goes like. I just want to see if you can get him on his feet. Yeah.
And there's probably a way to spawn these, because these spawn them at the body part of you, like you're at the body part. But it'd be cool to somehow make it so that, I bet if I was to not spawn these every frame,
yeah.
I could probably do. I wonder, does the player have like, is there like a game counter or something? Like, hey, only do this on.
Oh, so you could use like you could do a modulus or something.
Yeah, like
game.
games. Is there like a game timer or something? Game time speed. It's like a frame or something. Game.
Maybe just go look at those variables, or were they just all declared? Play state. What's play? Play state might have some information.
That's true.
There, right?
Play state might have like a.
What do we got here?
Frame. Game state. Okay, let me look at game state. Frames.
Frames.
I'll just take that.
Yeah, I bet that's just like counting up, probably. Maybe you could just be like.
So. If play state dot frames mod 10 0.
Yeah, does every 10 frames spawn a thing? Is this just the flame model, or does it affect gameplay? It's just a model. This is just the effect. Yeah. When we were looking at this in here, you can. It's actually called torch. It's like the same flame that torches use.
Yeah.
That is the one that spawned on him when he burns. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, so you can see right here, it's like this function is the thing that makes you get hurt from fire, and it spawns flames on you all the time. But then it's like a different part. Down here is when it inflicts damage.
Yeah, this is the damage.
So like if it spawned a flame, then it will like inflict damage on you. So yeah, this thing, the flame actually has no. It's just a sprite.
So look at this. This is the hacky shit we're talking about here. This is in the spawned flame function. There's an if statement that says if the scene we're in is equal to Spirit Temple boss, then damage cooldown is equal to 0. Why would that be?
You get hurt like faster. Like you get hurt faster. Was that what that would do?
But why is there no cooldown? Damage cooldown.
Gameplay frames.
Do you just get like damage super quick? Like what? That's so interesting.
Yeah, Spirit Boss Temple, I guess when you're on fire, is getting hurt faster from flames.
Yeah, they just like wrote that right there.
Yeah,
there's not like a variable for like cooldown that you can. It's just like nope. Just if we're in the fire temple in the middle of some totally unrelated code to the fire temple, I love it. This is some hacky shit. It's great.
C90. Yeah. Okay, wait. Play.
That would have been in the original code, by the way. That's some programmer jacked that in. That right there, like that was.
Play. Okay, I want gameplay frames. That's what I wanted.
This is amazing.
Yeah, that's real. Okay.
This is so sick.
Yeah, like
we're just how do we make fires? This is the kind of thing I knew we were gonna end up doing some bullshit like this, and this is what I ever wanted.
Every 10 frames it should. Wow. Okay, this flickers on.
Oh, you have to call them every frame. Oh, so you are like setting. It's like a pool. It's like an arena thing. Like you very much have to. It's just like animating this fire, and you just have to say where the fire like is.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Whoa.
So I do want
it to
I thought that was gonna be wrong.
Yeah,
so spawning a flame is a single frame event. I also want to. Okay, I want to take this part. I want to take this out because I actually want to spawn it offset. I don't want to spawn it exactly.
Yeah.
So I want to say. Yeah, this can be left foot. Oh my god, this is gonna be kind of shitty.
Maybe this actor.
This would be
probably,
this.
Right? Yeah.
This actor scale. I think
this body part position. You're not gonna be able to add. You're gonna have to manually do it because you don't have real vectors.
Body part. Oh, this is also the same thing.
Don't worry, boss. I tested the code. It totally works. Yeah.
Body part is used. Oh, it's just used twice, so I just need to double that. It's kind of annoying, but whatever.
My favorite will always be the one in Sonic 3D Blast where they just made a massive try-catch for every exception that would crash the game, and instead made it so it sent you to the levels.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Exceptions are heinous invention that should never have come into being, in my opinion, but people will fight you on that.
I can't.
They're allowed to.
So wait.
You gotta store those in variables and then modify them. Yeah, I would do this for 7 hours straight.
Yeah.
We should maybe have a follow-up stream. We might have to keep doing this. This is pretty good.
I don't know how big units are in this. So I'm just gonna wait. No, negative is down. So let's say negative.
Oh yeah.
2. I don't know how big units are.
Yeah, we need to figure out the numbers. Yeah, we don't know what a
so
1
now we're gonna
is.
say Is this?
Oh, the keyboard sound is. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here's my keyboard.
Why does it not like you?
That might need to be.
Oh, you're getting a reference of it. That's why.
Oh, that's yeah.
You just want to copy it out.
And then this one does need to be that. Yeah.
There we go.
And then I want to do that. So I want to do that once, and then I want to do it again. I'll just copy this one.
Oh, it wasn't exception some tree pass. It was just hardware interrupts. They just had a big.
Oh.
They just basically looked at every like hardware. They were like, oh, like if this hardware interrupt happened, just like just pretend it never happened. Yeah, it's effectively how people use exceptions. No, I see what you mean, Costello. Yeah, that's pretty funny though. The Sonic games are, yeah, they are what they are.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Of course, we just start doing weird, silly polish things.
Yeah, just add
so
those
Nolan
fun.
Chevy. Oh, let's fucking go!
So 2 units actually isn't that much. I think I could do like 5 units maybe.
Okay,
I want the bottom
one
of this
unit
feet.
is like a hand. No, even smaller than that. They're quite small, hey?
Yeah, units are pretty small.
You could think of them as maybe like centimeters.
8 or
almost.
something.
Yeah.
8 might be too much.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, opponent's legs,
we can
that
make a
was-
constant that's like link height, so then we can then just multiply by link height, so we can think in terms of like how tall he is. That's why I always do stuff.
Every unit is a
Yeah.
Deku stick.
Yeah.
One Deku stick.
Yeah, I want to see what other effects we can spawn too. Oh wow, you came in night.
Wait, 8 still did not do very much. 8 did not do a lot.
Oh, is it not working?
Am I doing this wrong? Wait, when is it using this variable? Am I like
Oh.
taking a position, effect trail spawn, position.
Oh,
no,
those are
copy-
handy, by the way.
This? Yeah.
Yeah, vec3 functions. Like
Mhm.
this is great. We can use these. Yeah.
Wait, so why do they copy? Why do they have a manual copy? Why don't they just assign the struct to the other struct? Like they're just structs. Why don't they just like set the struct to the struct? They have nothing else in there.
That's a good question.
I mean, well, they probably have to because that's what the original code did.
Oh, this is
So-
just decompiled. Yeah.
Yeah. So for some reason.
Yeah, was copying not a thing in old
But you
C?
could just set a struct to a struct. Like that's
could
all-
you not do that in old C? That's what I'm saying.
That's-
It's
that's
was
what
that
I'm
actually-
doing.
No, in old C though. Like
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
Or yeah.
I mean, maybe there's some performance reason or something. Because the models are data compiled in C, I wonder if it'd be possible to set up macros for extrapolate measurements of each bone. Yeah, that's interesting. I do wonder, like maybe it's taking this position, but it's also taking a body part, and I don't know why it takes the body part into like here. Init params body part, effect spawn, init params, which is
Voice.
great.
God,
Um,
Jesus.
wait, where does it convert that?
Oh, there's just all kinds of. See, this is stuff that was in there, right? Like this text.
Yeah. Yeah, this
This
is
was
text-
like in the game.
This
yeah.
is just there.
Or maybe it wasn't. But some of the stuff like this, where there's Japanese, I think was straight up in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, see, they said it. So I think this is the original because they had it twice, right? Like they had it
Yeah.
once in Japanese, and then they had it
Yeah.
the comment again in English.
Yeah.
So like depending on the ROM version you loaded, it would show like the correct
Yeah.
output.
Yeah.
I assume this is like yeah, depending on your output.
Define a thing called T is the most C thing to do ever.
So actually, this is probably what this function. They know that this was called this.
Yeah.
Probably. 'Cause
yeah.
it's in the
something
debug comment.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Um,
All right. So why set it to like 100? Is it just like
yeah.
attaching to that body part and ignoring?
It
what
might
you're telling
be like
to
it
do?
might be like updating.
100. Yeah.
Yeah,
So way ahead
just
of
way.
yeah.
It might just be updating to the like every frame. It's like
Yeah.
it's like re-updating to the body part position, ignoring my define. I'm not gonna do that. It would not compile. It's probably.
I don't know, man. C might compile.
Yeah, I mean,
And then all the code would just be heinously broken.
Yeah, all the offsets. Would be
Yeah.
wrong. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's not taking my position.
It's ignoring your position.
It's like
What's the
offset.
position?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why does this
Position.
function take a position at
Maybe
all?
it depends on the effect or something crazy.
Maybe, yeah. Still sick looking.
Still does look cool.
Just running around with his
So like
his
these.
feet on fire. Yeah, that's
It
cool.
does. Yeah, it takes this position, it copies it to init params pose, but maybe this effect just doesn't. At some point, it spawns like it. takes all these init params, which are probably based on the object or whatever, and then profile. What's profile?
They're only going in there to get profiled.
Profile overlay entry profile. I don't know what this profile is.
This is pretty abstract.
Yeah. Oh, there's different like init functions depending on the. It spawns different effects depending on like the current scene or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
But
it's not the hundreds enough distance. It's that distance is being ignored. It's just attaching it to the body part. Our position is effectively doing nothing.
Yeah, I think even if I made this like that, like
it won't do anything. It's just spawning on the body part. Yeah.
This effect at least is loading. Yeah, some other thing.
Wait. So go back. So you're saying tail spawn flame player body part elf foot? What's that parameter? Like what's
Which
that
one?
matter?
This one?
Yeah.
So yeah, spawn takes both.
flame?
It takes both a position and a body part, and I have to.
It takes a body part.
And which body part it wants.
Oh, interesting.
This is like part of the player, I think. Like these effects are from the player.
Oh, okay.
And the effect has a
spawn flame on player is like a different.
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Effect spawn and then body part. Yeah, there's these init params which are like fire trail init params specifically.
I'm guessing other objects call this. So there's the player one, and then the other objects. Because you can light other things on fire, right? Like you can shoot fire arrows and stuff like that.
Oh, this is where I might override
probably
the position based on the body part. Does it do anything with the body part?
I bet things have body parts. Like I bet like a torch has a body part that's like the top of it. Yeah.
Everything has body.
So we could just add a new body part. Change Link's body part. What happens if we do that?
Just add another body part?
Or just change the position of one. It's actually probably calculated. That's probably updated by
the animation is controlling the body parts.
We wouldn't be able, that wouldn't do anything.
I think that would be quite scary. Yeah, that would be bad. 4-leg Link. Yeah, that would be fun.
That was cool though.
Yeah, that was
Fire
cool.
feet was a good. That's a good. You could roll too. When he's on fire feet.
Oh yeah, it would probably work.
Give him a little roll. It'll look cool. Whoosh.
Oh yeah, it goes in the air. That's cool.
Whoosh.
Oh yeah, my like hard coded.
Navi on fire.
I don't know where Navi is.
We haven't actually seen Navi at all. Yeah.
I
don't. What else do you want to do? What do we want to do here? What's something fun we could do?
Oh, I guess I still.
Where are these assets like animations model even stored? Are they big binary dump or something? The actual animations? I don't know.
They're all stored in the original ROM. So like the code like on the GitHub is not the actual. It doesn't have any of the assets in it. It's just the decompiled code. So then all the assets are like in the ROM and they're stored like as like binary data in the ROM.
It's just binary data. Like it's not like it's tables or anything like that. Like
the
frames of the animation. And
no, it is a bit. Yeah, but that's just like a binary blob of each frame or whatever. I don't know how the format of like that stuff is though. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like somewhere in like in the and then when you have to have an original ROM to like run this stuff. So you use the original ROM plus the decompiled source code and recompile them together. So all the actual
the 64 did not have a file system.
No file system.
Yeah, no.
It has just like
consoles weren't computers back then. Oh, they were computers, but they weren't like computers. They didn't have operating systems. No. Put it that way.
So it's just like all the animation stuff is. I think if we look at some of these.
BG heavy block, nice.
I don't remember where all this stuff is, but I think if I look at like some of this animation data stuff, it'll literally be upper body climb map. Interesting map. There will just be like big. Like if I look at one of these, it's just gonna end up being in some kind of like table of.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
There
it is.
There's the animation data.
This would have been just dumped.
And that's just like it means something. I don't know what it means, but it's just like
their animation tool would have spat out some stuff that they pasted in.
Yeah, so that's like probably a custom animation data like format that they have that they interpret in whatever way
not
they
meant
want.
for us to look at. But you could write a tool that then
they probably had a tool
extracts that and does stuff.
Yeah, they had an animation tool of some kind.
But I mean, you could write a tool that then like.
Oh yeah, totally.
They would like edit those.
I haven't really looked
through. They would
like
copy and then paste it in.
I haven't really looked through like the online.
Like if that's generated or something.
Yeah, I haven't looked through like online at all. I'm sure that.
Yeah.
Like modders and stuff have made
but
stuff like that.
Coders wouldn't have been in there like punching in those numbers or like.
No.
That's not like
No, that's like exported data of some kind.
Yeah.
Okay, that was cool.
Nice, that's fun.
I don't know where that fire trail, fire tail. Oh yeah, there's my code. Okay. Copy preposition to home. Yeah, I guess this is interesting because looking through all this stuff, I can kind of see what the player shock timer is burning.
Hey, we were looking for gravity because we really wanted to do jumping.
Oh yeah, spawn magic spell.
Okay.
Zero.
What's this?
Execute 0. Actor move. Oh, here's the gravity. Actor
move exit.
If
Gravity.
only they're in certain background flag. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, not ground. If you're not on the ground.
Oh, if you're not on the ground.
And you're in state 15.
Okay. So bits BG check flags. Actor BG check flags. What else do we have here? What else information can we get with the player?
This might be all actors shared these flags.
I cannot find that.
You should get there. Okay.
I wonder what BG.
I can. Oops. I can just find this.
Yeah, I was having a hard time with that one there. Macros. This can happen in EC project. Macros just kind of get detached.
So these are shared. These are shared actor flags.
Yeah,
so like every single actor has this.
I'm trying to think what BG. Anyways, okay, so we can check touch, leave, wall, ceiling, water, water touch, ground, strictly on ground. Check flag ground has some leeway. They got a little bit of you could be like you're basically on the ground versus you're like on the ground. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I see. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Ceiling, water. So yeah, crushed. Player wall interact. Yeah, so every actor has these flags.
Yeah. This is good. We might end up. Those might be helpful at some point to be like, oh, we only want to jump when you're on the ground. That sort of
I don't know what these player states are. Like,
ooh, they know what some of them are, but they don't know what all of them are. Ooh, this is great comments though.
Yeah, these are really good.
On some of these, yeah.
So, but you have to be in this state, and then it does the gravity thing.
Move X Z gravity.
For some reason, my find has just gotten really slow.
Yeah.
And this is the built-in gravity. So I don't know where does it
update
set
the velocity and update gravity. Move actors from velocity. So move X gravity. Yeah, we've been here. Yeah.
Yeah, we
found this before. Okay, cool. All right.
Look at the comments. They're commenting this stuff like a lot. That's
yeah.
Cool. Or else, if you're not in state 2, if you're not in state 215, it does this stuff, which is current boots.
Some boot swapping or something? Oh, I think that's a boot swap check. It's like if you swap to like metal boots, it needs to like change.
Oh, not you.
You're like, oh, you have to not be floating anymore.
Yeah, current boots is not equal to previous boots.
Yeah.
It swaps them. That's cool. Flag override movement. Yeah, I don't know where it caps. Somewhere it is clearly update. Oh, here's another gravity one, but I still don't see anything that's capping your jump value anywhere, or your vertical. There might be some. Maybe it's just on all actors. Like you can't move faster than some value. It's just. I don't know. This is pretty.
It's a lot of just like random if statements just dumped in here.
I mean, this is what my update functions in my games end up looking like.
Yeah.
It's just like
just add stuff.
The actor needs like 50 things in the
tweak
update.
the character until it feels good, and then you just end up with this nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, this game the boots just appeared. That makes sense because the boot check is literally just like, hey, if the boots you have equipped aren't equal to the boots you had before, just switch them. But
also like your depth in water. So it's like if you are if you're like below water, it changes some state flag. So it might like that triggers some kind of like they have to like react to when you change your boots and change the game state. Yeah. So rather than that happening when you switch boots, they just have it in the update loop. They just say like, if your previous boots aren't equal to your boots, change the boots and then do the floating up animation or whatever.
That is pretty fun.
Switch to the floating up state or something like that, probably in there.
Oh, there's probably stuff in here too for like those hover boots or whatever, right? Where you run off an edge and you're like floating for a while.
No, they did make a proper state machine. That's the thing is this is all a proper state machine, and then they got it all working, and then they just tweaked it to make all the gameplay, to make jumping feel a little bit better, to just tweak gravity, to not do certain things in very specific situations, things that that very difficult to encode into state machines, because you don't want a state for like every micro condition.
Yeah.
An if statement is actually better at doing that than a state machine would be. But there's like little ground, sometimes you go too far and you're like, man, I should have wrote a system for this. Like our later games have things like, we don't do this, like if frame is equal to 6 play sound effect. We don't really do that anymore. Noel and I write systems to do that kind of thing. But but our old games you would have found
Celeste
a
had
lot.
that.
You would have found a lot of code like
Celeste
that.
has just like
I can
if
cause that
frame
as well.
7 play
Yeah.
the sound.
Yeah, if animation is equal to this and frame is equal to 4,
Celeste does that
start
everywhere.
playing this. Yeah.
So this is not the main gravity. This is not the main gravity.
Okay.
So there's another one in this else statement.
You're trying to find where main gravity.
I just want to turn off gravity.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Once we know we can turn off gravity, then we can code our own gravity, or we can change it. It's tough to find gravity. It's like the main thing that characters do.
Update act. Oh wait, this might be.
Comment that one out.
Yeah, plus equals gravity. I'll comment this one out.
See what happens. So that's not actually changing his move. He's not moving there. Yeah, update position is happening. Oh, what's this?
If player's not in cutscene mode and push speed is not equal to 0.
Because this is like changing the gravity and then doing something and then updating the position. So velocity plus equals pushed speed.
This is like you're pushing a block?
Yeah, it's something to do with pushing.
I have no idea. Like
That's
not,
interesting,
like,
though.
why is that not in a state? I don't know why that's in the main.
That should probably be in a state.
Meanwhile, they got states like.
So there's so many like hacks like slapped in the middle of the update function.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love how hacky it is. It makes me feel so good.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. Movement not happening at all.
Huh.
Wait,
Update.
what?
Oh, this is update velocity x, y, z.
Gravity. You have to go in there
like,
and comment out the gravity bit. Yeah, you just stopped all speed
I just
forever.
stopped everything.
Yeah.
But this is gonna affect
so
every single
interesting,
actor. I'm about to like fuck every single actor in the entire game.
Nice.
Like bombs.
Right.
Oh, I should spawn bombs.
So
after
is the way it works is they've got the speed and the rotation, and then they
apply
all then velocity is just set at like the last minute before and then they do the collision with the velocity. So they like only do the they basically only turn it into like a vector at the last possible second. Is that how they all work?
It's probably just based on the individual actor. Like each actor just has that value in them, and they just decide what to do with them.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, now I can. So I should not fall. Is my impression.
I'm coming, princess. Okay, that's also a good clip. That's a great one.
Okay.
He just jumped. Okay, perfect. That's what we need.
That's what I wanted.
We want to mess with gravity.
Oops,
Oh, that's good. Because now we can go back and add our roll jumping.
Yeah.
And then we can we can code gravity however we want.
I still don't understand. So there's somewhere the animations are still based on this.
We are.
I
it's like haunting me that we couldn't find that jump animation.
I want to take this out and throw that. No, I want. No.
Oh, the gravity not working on the bomb.
Oh yeah. I want to take out the bomb and then throw it.
Yeah. You know what you can do? You can code it their way. If this object is equal to object 0, which is link.
Oh yeah, the link. Oh yeah, I can.
Let's do it. Let's do it that way. Let's do a crappy way to find out if it's link. Let's put link's update code in every object of the entire game.
Actor like I don't know the slot or ID or whatever.
How do we find out what actor ID link is?
I think he is usually.
Is he 0?
He's slot 0 at least.
This is it. We're hacking so hard here. So if this is link, this is how they would have coded it. So we don't feel so bad. Yep.
I can just set the gravity to 0 like right before this function's called in link instead.
Yeah.
So
I hope that was like. I hope link is 0. That'd be so sick.
That's the problem. That music probably stopped forever ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if I take a bomb, no. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's not floating anymore. Oh, you can't throw?
Something was weird.
Okay.
Okay. So
you have to move to throw? He puts down?
Yeah, he puts down.
And then you jump? We are 0, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, we know how to find link. Okay, so we don't need to go into link's code. We can just kind of mess with actor code.
It seems so terrible. But I could,
Just for gravity purposes, yeah.
I could.
Don't feel bad. No, we're not shipping this. It's okay. We just want to make it
That's
fun.
so bad. We could also do.
This isn't a code review.
Yeah.
Can you pop up the chat again too, so I can see?
Whoops. Yeah.
Because people are probably reacting to that. It's pretty funny.
This actor.
The world's most cursed OT ROM hack ever. No. I'm sure people would probably do some weird stuff. Can we make it so you can play as the sexy fairy? Just swap the model.
I don't know. I don't know how you swap.
She's doing
models.
her these.
Yeah, just the floating around.
Every time she swings, she goes.
There's probably a way to check for buttons in here. It's like button. Input curve
Oh,
button.
you're gonna do that? Because I was gonna say we could still put the jump code in where link is, right? And then just do the gravity in the generic actor if you want.
Oh, Oh, I see.
That's what I was thinking. Like because it's really nice to code link stuff in Link's code.
Yeah.
But that the common actor behavior was like messing with us. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I could just do. I see.
Yeah. So just do the gravity code with it if ID is equal to 0, and then everything else we want to do, like buttons. Let's just do it in Link. Yeah. Just like weird Link. You can even make like a pointer actor like specific gravity code, and if that's not null, like.
Yeah.
Or sorry, if it's not 0, null didn't exist.
Here, I think I don't know where input comes. Wait, I want to find that button.
Check. In play state.
Check
right?
button any controller. S control. Oh, okay. I can do this.
That's a static?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, that's really convenient. You can do that anywhere.
So here I can say if. Oh my god.
You're putting in.
Oh my god. Where'd I go? So if.
Generic code? No, this is player. Yeah. Okay.
We'll do. I'll get rid of this.
Oh, I like you can OR together which buttons to check. That's really cool. So if you're just pressing any button at all.
I want button A.
I'll just do A. Okay.
If button A, then we'll do this code.
Which button is A? What is A? Is that like your attack normally?
Don't remember. Like my brain can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me look it up. NCC4 controller image.
Oh, is it this dot action? What?
A is the front, and then B is the tip of the thumb, and A is the base of the thumb. Yeah. What is the roll button in this game? Is it A? I don't remember. Sorry,
I think it. I think it is. Oh yeah, A.
Anyway, okay, this is good. This is good though. We're gonna get jumping gravity. Yeah. Adding jumping is all. This is what all everyone has ever wanted. Yeah. Okay, A is
roll.
Roll.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we don't want
fine.
A.
So
he's gonna jump and roll right now, or did you just say?
I didn't do jumping yet.
Okay.
But if I jump off here, and now I start holding A, nothing happens. That was wait. So maybe
pressing A. That looks like you're going down now. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you were pressing B. That's A. Yeah, you're going down very slowly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There.
So that worked, kind of. And if I don't press A,
he's probably not going down anymore. I'm not sure actually. That was weird because you threw the sword out, so
yeah, I didn't
kind
do
of
that.
janked it. Yeah.
I kind of want to set this a constant. Maybe I'll say hey, this is equal to down is negative, right? So negative. Let's set it so you fall down fast immediately.
So you just go woo.
Yeah.
You jump and then you just slam to the ground. Yeah.
This is really stupid. Right, I have to actually go off. I'll add jump in a second here. I don't have to do it through. Yeah. Okay, so
like the Mario butt slam, we can make him do the somersault animation and then slam down.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Crouch enemies.
If it's like that, I'll do this. Otherwise, I'll just do this. So now if you hold A, he'll jump. And if you don't hold A, he'll be moving down all the time.
This is how you code jumps.
Yeah, this is how you
Don't worry, this is how we always do.
This is how you jump.
This is how Celeste
This
works.
is the Celeste jump code, yeah.
And you can check the ground flag too. You know how to do that.
Oh yeah, I can check this on the ground and
yeah.
not do this. That's actually probably a good idea. Because I'll probably slide down slopes right now whenever I'm not holding A.
Yeah. Yeah. We can just check to see this ground flag is set and then only do the jump in that situation.
True. Oh my god. It does not
It's
like
the worst
that.
thing ever.
Okay, yeah, so
you're
I
jamming
really,
yourself into the ground
and it's
constantly.
like canceling my movement.
We need the ground check. Like it's not gonna. Yeah.
Also, this might be check pressed.
It's gameplay program. Gameplay is a very generous term for what we're doing, but yes, thank you.
Also, I think this is a press.
His feet are on fire. I hope people came in and we're just running around with like Link with his feet on fire, like, floating through the sky. It's so good.
I feel like this button check is actually like a press, not a.
You want to add implement an extended reverse hyperdash?
Yeah, yeah.
You probably already do that in Ocarina of Time. This game is janky, man. Like, all kinds of funny movement, bugs. It's good. Bugs. Exploitation, not bugs.
BG check flags, and I think it was BG check flag.
Ground. Stick with ground. Ground is probably just fine.
So if this is and not this, right?
Yeah. If you're not on the ground, then wait.
Then go down. So I'm not on the ground, then
We
go
kind of
down.
want to do if we're on the ground or not, and then if we're on the ground, then we want to check the button, right?
Oh yeah, I could say if. Well, I was thinking if I hold A, I just go up, and if I release A, I go down until I'm on the ground. So I'm holding A.
Oh, until you're on the ground. I see.
Go up.
Oh, you're still just doing like a silly way. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm doing a silly way.
No worries, keep doing a silly
The main
way.
thing I want to figure out is, because I think this is only a press, and I would like to figure out. Oh wait, yeah, press. Is there a cur? I want this.
Yeah.
I don't want press. I want cur.
Ah.
Because I was pressing it, I was like not staying in the air.
Oh, I see.
Because something else is still clamping Link's velocity. Something else is still fucking with his velocity. It's not gravity.
Yeah.
But am I answering an Fmod question? I mean, maybe. If you go for it. I don't know if I can answer it or not. I might be able to. I know Fmod. Oh my god. I know Fmod a little bit, but like not that well.
Oh yeah, there we go. We jump in. Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. The worst cut to jump ever, but we did it.
Best jump ever.
That's good.
I can actually jump.
Oh, it's the ground check now?
No, the ground check's only for don't move down.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Obviously. Because you have to set it every frame because something else is interrupting.
Something else is changing my velocity.
Are you sure that wasn't just the button not being held?
Yeah, because otherwise, something else is fucking with my velocity. Because
okay.
it like cancels out my speed. So there's some other system somewhere that's like.
It's not like this right here, is it? The stuff like immediately below. That's not affecting.
No.
No, it's not. It's just X and Z.
It's just doing that.
Okay.
This is setting min velocity so I don't fall too fast. But there's something like making my velocity like.
But it's weird. It should just set the velocity and update your position immediately after.
Yeah,
what could happen between these two things?
Okay, here if I do a press.
Oh, right, because the next frame.
The next frame something's running and like
Ooh, we could just make a temp variable and just reset it back to our temp variable. Just bypass whatever they're doing. Yeah.
Because it's just, I think I can just add a variable. This might fuck up the tables. Like I don't know if I just add a.
Yeah, this is getting dangerous. Can we use something else? Can we just use some other flag?
Maybe, yeah. I'll just try this.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Fun velocity.
Oh no, this could be disastrous.
This could be really
we
bad.
don't know what's gonna happen if we add
really
variables
bad.
to this. Yeah. Some things might be wouldn't those variables like some things might be depending on that memory layout. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was this.
Like might be like hard depending on that memory layout. So we're gonna find out. I used to audio for TV. Now I'm getting into games. Just curious how others audition SFX and mix and Fmod, or do most people just use the game engine for that? There's no most people's solution. A lot of indie games use Fmod, and they do their mixing through that. Yes. One thing Fmod has that's really cool is Fmod has a live mode, and what you can do is you can basically remote. It's called remote mode, I think. And so you can have Fmod running, and then your game running, and then your game can connect it to it remotely, and then they can like live mix in Fmod while the game is running. So the game engine's doing everything, but then all the audio buses and everything are being edited live. That's really, really good for mixing and stuff like that, like when you're actually developing on a game. But yeah, and then you just export these, like Fmod just exports all this information, and then the game developer just basically says play events, and then the audio developer gets to just add any programming or anything they want into there. It's pretty awesome tool. I saw someone talking about all sound tools, and someone was like, "Yeah, WWIs is really, really good," and like Fmod is terrible. I'm like, "Yo, you don't hang out with indies because like all indies use Fmod, and it's like most indie audio teams like Fmod way more than WIs." So it's interesting how depending on where you are in the industry, different tools are liked. Like WIs is probably a lot better for AAA stuff.
This fun velocity is less than. No, it's larger than.
Fmod is great. It's a wonderful tool. It's made all our audio of our games has gotten so much better since we've been working with teams who use it. You can do all kinds of fantastic stuff. Alright, so if we're on the ground, if a button is pressed, set fun velocity 50, button 50, and then active velocity y is equal to this fun velocity. It really doesn't like fun velocity for some reason.
I think it's just for some reason my code complete is like taking a while to find this, but it does exist now.
There, yeah.
We'll see if this works. This might be really bad.
This could be
This might
problematic.
not be happy at all.
Yeah. It also could be hilarious. Alright, here we go. Did we break everything by changing memory? Maybe. Okay.
Seems okay.
What? You just pressed to jump?
I press jump,
Okay.
yeah, so it's working.
You've got to jump. Fun velocity is there.
So
Okay.
50 is way too
Yep.
high, is what
Yep.
I'm realizing.
Yeah, we might want to. Yeah, he's really floaty. Yeah.
And I think this must be 30 frames a second, because
Is
negative...
that there?
So, okay, so this is gravity, basically.
This fun. Oh, you just added Oh, you don't want to use his.
No, because his gravity's like fucking changing.
Oh,
and
right. Yeah.
I don't want to use his variables, because they're trying to...
Because there's something else. Something else is
Yeah.
affecting his gravity. Yeah. Yeah, that's annoying.
I can
We
probably...
could just try to find it.
We could probably find it pretty easily, but... this at least, like...
At least we just want to jump around. Like we don't want to do it properly yet. We just want to jump. We just want to jump this little man. This little man to jump
There we
around.
go.
Hey, all right.
Oh yeah, his
He's-
animation's not as good now, because it doesn't understand... Because I'm
He's
not,
T-posing. He's T-posing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing something. Oh, it says falling.
yeah, but it doesn't
falling.
understand that I'm moving up and down anymore, because I'm like...
You're bypassing it because you're
Okay.
not actually setting the velocity. Yeah.
But now it's like a proper jump, that when I press A, he like jumps,
Yeah.
and it doesn't...
At least it's not the worst frame. Like that's a pretty cool jumping.
No, it's, like, pretty
jumping
good.
frame. Yeah. Nice. You can jump. Can't control in the air anymore though. Boom. Well, you can like jump really far and then go into a sword swing like really late.
Yeah.
What?
He's probably still like kind of starting a roll and then canceling into this, so it's probably really weird.
Whoa, the camera. I forgot the camera
Right.
stops when you do the sword swing. It goes into a different camera mode.
I shouldn't have come here. I'm doing the loop. I'm doing the stupid loop. No, god damn it.
Oh, this is horrible.
No, I don't.
That's cool. Yeah, we got to jump in.
In the worst way possible, but you know.
But just bypass velocity. Do you want to try to find that? What's
What's destroying my velocity?
Is it your gravity or your velocity? It's your velocity.
I think my velocity is being snapped, and it's probably...
Oh, that's a lot of velocity wise.
Yeah, like...
Search this file maybe.
Like there's 47 cases where it touches velocity. Okay, velocity equals... Like, PF... Like 514?
What does that do?
Depth in water?
They don't know what this is. This is...
They have not named this. If depth in
This
water...
might be floating. This might be like controlling your like water.
Yeah.
If you're dead, player boots iron. Yeah, this is definitely some water stuff here. And then plus equals 5. What if we just
Swap
actor gravity is equal to 0? This just sets gravity to 0. So that's swimming. This is gotta be the swimming code, right?
I kind of want to try what that person says, which is swap the options in the bird.
so when you mash through it, you actually go past. Oh, we should do that, and then we should post, be like, guys, we fixed it. Like, speedrunners rejoice. That's a good idea.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, this message data. This is a...
Oh yeah, this might not be as easy as we hope. Cutscenes are different. They're not like if statements. They're like a whole system of stuff. Hast du all verstanden?
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Must du brain compris?
Define
Hast du
message.
all verstanden?
Okay, so this is...
Whoa.
Who knows? Yeah, this might be out of my... I could probably swap them, but I think that it would
Don't
still...
change the words.
Yeah, I could swap them.
Oh, this is a macro they use to inject little codes to do things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. So you can say like...
Wait, I didn't want that one. What was I doing? I was like, I can change them, but I think it's gonna be like... I feel like this could work when I talk to the bird, but it's gonna be like it's...
You just change the words.
Yeah,
You
it's not
didn't
gonna change the
output.
which I need to. I think I would need to figure out like. I need to call. Figure
What's
out.
two choice?
It doesn't like that highlight. I guess I could try to find.
414. Oh.
It must be defined somehow. Or it's.
Bold of you to assume.
Yeah, it might be.
Who knows? Yeah, mysterious. Is it?
Oh, define message. Oh, this is like some macro that's combining them.
Oh.
So two choice is so a choice in the text is just a byte
Yep.
And then it.
Yeah, it's a little marker. They've got little marker bytes that go into the text they use. So it'll be like change the color, change
Here's the two choice.
change the background image. And so as it's like reading out the text, it's got little like codes in there that do things, which is kind of how we do stuff as well.
Yeah. So I'd have to figure out like, yeah, that might be into the cutscene basically, right?
Yeah.
So that might be beyond.
That is one of the better suggestions of something to do though. We go back to saw. I saw choice index is equal to 0. That's what it is what we want.
Yeah. I could just hard code it to be like change the fucking choice.
Yeah, Costel, it is interesting seeing like how we just kind of still code games the same way in some regards. Yeah, the way text stuff kind of happens. You trying to get to them real quick?
Yeah.
Do these have a fast forward mode? I usually map those one of the shoulder buttons.
It might have a fast forward. Yeah, it's probably I can probably limit FPS. Oh.
Okay.
There we go. It's not gonna work though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I assume somewhere in that cutscene, there's like a thing that's picking the thing. But yeah, you could.
Yeah. There is somewhere there's like a whole thing that.
I guess we could try to figure out where system. Where this message box is defined, but like it's used in so many places. They have the scenes here, so I could probably find
owl something.
Link animation. Yeah. Dodongo, Ganon, King Dodongo. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, what's his name? Ganon. I mean, it might be one of these. I don't know. But yeah, it's like, okay, that's the message box supposed to say, and then there's other stuff for like, what do you do with that result?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, man. Okay.
That's a good idea, but yeah, that'd take a little bit of hunting and.
Yeah, like if I had to like figure out we have to figure out their cutscene system, which would be cool, figuring out the cutscene system, but. Oh really? Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they probably have an if choice 0, whatever. But I think the thing I could swap that. But,
it might be in this weird way where it's like when you call a message box, set 2 pointers to the different branching options if it happens. Like it might be something weird like that. That's kind of hard to like track down. It also just might be an if statement in like a code somewhere that says owl cutscene. But it might be kind of a weird way that it works because of the localization nature of these things.
Like I think the cutscenes, text boxes that are not choice specified have a choice num of 1. Yeah, so the choice num. So I could probably figure out like at some point this would be used somewhere.
So I love text boxes that are not a choice text box have a choice of 1.
Yeah.
I love game code's so funny.
One choice.
Yeah, one choice is the only thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is fantastic.
It's really good. Yeah. So at some point they would have like a. More jumping. Yeah. Okay. Load item icon. Yeah, this looks cool.
That's definitely a thing we could do though, like swapping those. That's very doable.
I have to figure out where it actually but that's probably some cutscene controller, right? Where it's like, oh, you pick the second option. Now in the cutscene, what does it want to do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
So we're looking for gravity.
Okay,
you want to just comment this whole thing to see if this is our.
Yeah, I can get rid of.
So what we want to do is not have to use fun velocity, right?
Yeah, and I should probably turn.
So then we can have his normal jumping animation when we do our jump. So it looks like a real game jump, like it looks like they programmed it, not like his T-pose hop, skipping. Whee.
So to make this work properly, this or gravity. This is not fully contained in here using our stupid jump. But yeah, I think we'd have to find. Oh, it liked the variable now. We have to find. Yeah, basically where it sets velocity.
Yeah, because we found that one at the water function. We just want to look in the player, right? Probably. Or do you think it's somewhere else?
Oh, that's that function. Okay, that's the only place it increments velocity like that.
Do you want to just comment that out, see what happens?
Let's see where it sets velocity in 21 places.
Okay.
So I could probably find
just in this file.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's that one.
Oh yeah.
What's this one? Action, whatever. Update upper body. Player is velocity -2. Negative 2 is down, right? Up is positive and down. So setting it down.
Yeah, downwards to 2. So on frame.
Oh, this might be on frame 20 of something.
I forgot of what animation. Just whatever the
Current animation is.
player boots iron. Yeah, something to do with the boots in here, maybe, or is equal to. Oh no, if it's equal to return. Oh yeah, it's something. Yeah, something's here. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just this manually coded -2.
Delay falling down until frame 3. So there's a Helia cutscene. Okay. Wait, blue warp arrive. Okay, blue warp arrive. Sure.
I think Fork found the choice index as well.
Choice. Oh.
Nice.
Z message
Yeah.
1605. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to do jump in right now though, but
Okay,
that's a
yeah.
fun one to keep poking at. That'd be just a good little, because it's like UI.
Yeah, I would look at that. I would look at that some more in a minute. But,
Mm-hmm.
thanks for finding that. Velocity wise equals 0 if has no clip name. What is this? Is debug feature. Okay, I don't care about that. This is hookshot fly. Don't care about that. This is some generic function. No fall L velocity is equal to -1. That might be something. No, this is a cutscene. This is a cutscene.
I was gonna say, I think this is a specific cutscene. Yeah, so there's little functions that get called. That, like, there's bytecodes associated with certain functions.
Yeah.
And then the parameters are in the bytecodes. This is how like the cutscenes work. So it's like walking through and like interpreting them and just calling different functions. It'll be like start rotating left, this amount or this.
Yeah,
speed,
it all sorts of-
and that's like it's like what's controlling all the little cutscenes, and the scripts are just these big blocks of binary like you were seeing before.
This is getting hurt somehow. This is about getting hurt. If you're in an ice trap, if you're electric shock, otherwise just do this stuff. So this one's like getting hurt. This one,
Knockback.
player hit response.
Knockback small.
What is this? Oh, this is still in the hit code or hurt code. That's still in the hurt code or whatever.
Water speed factor.
Hover boots time
what's
equals
this one?
0.
This is a mysterious one. Nothing. None of these are set. Check flags and equals not. That unsets a flag, so it sets you
off-
not onto the ground.
Is this for something?
Yeah, it unsets the ground flag.
Yeah, like who knows? Auto jump. VO outlink auto jump.
Oh, auto jump. Is that what they call it?
It's like a voice. I think this is a voice.
Oh, but do they call it auto jump? Is that what they call the jumping? 'Cause that might help us find
That yeah. Okay, I'll
jumping code,
look at that in a
but-
second. Sword control. I don't. Yeah.
Because like ultimately that's what we want to do. We just want to call the function that he does when he jumps, when he auto jumps. Just kind of hard to find.
Yeah. Like this one also has Y velocity that it's setting in places. Jump slash. Start.
Oh, okay, that's something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's just so many places that it sets velocity to random stuff.
And a lot of these are just not. Oh, when you've got a held thing.
Oh, this is throwing the held actor, which he's still gonna figure out like why this wasn't. I tried to hard code this and it was like
the
nah.
velocity.
Someone wrote it somehow somewhere.
Yeah.
Held actor again. Held actor. Held actor. This is if you hit a ceiling. We shouldn't ever be hitting a ceiling though.
No.
And this one on velocity. Yeah, this is weird.
This is that mysterious one. Comment this out.
Yeah, sure.
Active velocity Y above that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, comment this whole thing. I just want to see what if this changes any of this stuff.
And then I need my
and then,
fun.
And then just use your normal velocity mode instead of fun velocity. I
Yeah,
guess.
I'll just set velocity.
V dot Y. There we go. and then just set it to some unset flunk. That's cool to know we can add variables, add parameters.
Yeah, I thought it was
without
going to
breaking
explode
anything.
the player table.
That's
Like, oh, it's going to offset every single actor in the whole game.
Yeah. So we could just go to this choice indexing and just like invert it. So all options are swapped.
Just every single option swap.
Or we could do if cutscene is equal to this cutscene.
Yeah,
and
this
swap the
exact
options.
cutscene. Oh my god. Terrible.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I gotta get almost time to go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can keep going for a bit after, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, that seems.
That's what we had before, right?
Yeah, but this is not using my fun variable anymore.
Oh.
So I think.
So something about that
function is
water is swimming is probably broken though, because there was a lot of swimming code in that function, and I bet swimming is just busted. Yeah, you're not floating to the top. He's supposed to float to the top automatically, right? Yeah, he wasn't floating to the top. So that's like the buoyancy code. Something about the buoyancy code, and then also has something else that was affecting his like flip jump.
Interesting. I'm sheltering out the grab. I'm not using gravity anymore still because I coded in my own gravity.
That's good though. That's good to know. So yeah, we just disable.
I can get rid of
buoyancy
this.
from
I can
now.
probably just get rid of all of this now.
So now we know that is buoyancy code. We can probably understand it a little bit more. The variable names were kind of funky in it.
Yeah, they have weird variable names. I don't understand.
He's still not jumping though. That's something that happens on. We have to find auto jump still.
Yeah, I might
in order to understand how to get him to do his jump animation.
I might have just fixed it. I'm curious if I just fixed it.
Oh, to do his jump because you didn't set gravity to 0.
Yeah, not unsetting gravity every frame.
Ooh, nah.
No,
he's not. He thinks he's falling still. Yeah. He hasn't been told he's jumping. Is there just like a boolean for jumping? In his player state?
But I didn't have to do that for the rolling jump when we did rolling originally.
Didn't you?
Did I? I thought I set the velocity.
I don't remember. That was a while back.
Yeah, I thought I set the velocity like negative.
Oh yeah, he was doing a little jump.
He was doing a cool little jump animation.
Is it because of where this is?
That's possible.
Does this code need to be up higher?
Yeah, okay, wait.
This is happening after?
I'll just probably I can put it back in the roll code.
Yeah.
That was where we were trying to
put it in roll. Yeah, that's such a good solution. Well, we know it worked this way.
Yeah.
Comment in there to do. Don't move me.
Yeah. I like that I could check the
funny.
gamepad though, and just like
anywhere.
Yeah,
just a global gamepad check.
Yeah, that's great.
That's amazing.
It makes sense.
Makes it so easy just to hack around. You
Yeah.
to like pass arguments and stuff. You're just like, I don't want to pass arguments. I want global variables, baby.
Probably something in C# one day, especially after the Matt KC YouTuber I mentioned hours ago mentioned tobacco.
Oh, it's backported. That's cool.
Oh,
that's pretty sick.
Oh,
actually.
I've actually seen that video. I've seen that video. That's really good.
Nope.
Huh.
We just fluked before and got the jump animation? How? Oh, do you think how did we do the jump before? We just set velocity, didn't we?
I think so. I did it not in setup roll. I did it in I'll try.
Oh, one thing also, when you jump, set his grounded to false. Unset his grounded flag as well. That might also do it.
That could be a part of it.
Because it might think he just walked off.
I feel like
Because I noticed the other place that they were setting the velocity, they manually set grounded flag to false there, like on the spot. So
okay, let me try.
So when your velocity happens, are you just doing it in roll again?
Yeah, I'll just leave it in
Yeah.
here. Not equals BP flag.
And equals not.
Oops, right.
Yeah.
My brain. And then I think you could jump maybe slightly higher than this. 20.
Just so you can see it.
It's still using their normal gravity now, which is cool. But yeah, I guess I should figure out where's that thing that we commented out. That was,
I just wanted to see if this unsetting the ground flag actually
helps at all.
It probably doesn't though, because it's weird. How did we get to it before?
I don't know. I stuck it somewhere in like the random. I guess we could look at the VOD and check.
We have to go back and watch the VOD. There's something about order of operations or something happening. It's like making the animation that like. Oh.
That was weird. So I'm not double pressing. That's just what it does.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, I am still in my roll, so maybe my roll is like doing something.
The speed, some kind of speed override things happening. That's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
Cool. Get around the cutscene launch and get into like the weird fake castle. That's not the real castle.
I can't jump here anymore. Oh, I'm drowning. There's no way I can get out of here.
Oh yeah, we deleted buoyancy. Yeah. We had to delete buoyancy to make. Yeah, we could probably go back to the buoyancy function, just remove just the non-buoyancy stuff. But yeah, man, it's hard to figure out this jump thing.
Yeah, it's
just constantly being on fire.
I like that.
Yeah, this is good.
I guess I can go other places and just jump around. Actually, I wonder what jumping around in this scene would look. Oh, I passed the loading zone.
It doesn't expect you to be in the air. How does that look? Why does that look so funny from this angle? It's like. Whee!
Oh, there's no I can just jump over that.
Oh, the barrier's like not super tall. It's a knee-high wall, and who knows where he is now. Oh.
Wow. Didn't like that.
Reloaded. Oh, it's cool. There is a kill zone. You jump inside out of the house.
Yeah, I want to jump in here.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
that has collision, dude.
You can get up on the rafters. Yo, that's incredible. Oh man, that would be fun. You want to make like if we did a ROM hack, what we could do is we could just add a couple funky mechanics like jumping or make the hook shot weird, and then you and me just go through the game and we hide. It's like Nolan Chevy's like scavenger, like Ocarina of Time scavenger hunt, and we just hide stuff in like places that normally you would never be able to access.
You have to just jump into them in weird ways.
Yeah, wouldn't that be sick?
I find it really weird that there is collision.
And then we get sued by Nintendo, and they come and kill us.
Yeah. Our career ends because of Nintendo coming and murdering.
Gold Sculpture has some weird spots. Yeah.
I want to try to land on this rafter again. It was really hard.
Yeah.
These pots don't make it easy.
Yeah. Like places like we could hide stuff like in the city, but without going through the door. Yeah, let's go. No one has ever been here before. It's just us.
Why?
Ooh. You can't jump there? Wasn't not count the ground?
No.
You're not checking the strict ground? Oh, no, wait. That's...
No, sorry, I could jump, I think, immediately hit the ceiling.
Oh, I see. It's just like, you're just kind of crammed in there. Yeah.
I want to go somewhere else and see where
this guy's just like, please leave. You're just in here like, boing, boing, on fire, throwing pots around.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, the collisions are probably just one-to-one.
That's cool. It would be harder to implement separate meshes for collision running than just to have them both the same. It's probably just like a flag. They probably just didn't set the solid flag is probably just set on those things by default. There's probably this thing where what it probably does is it probably like defaults based on like angle of like what type of thing it is, and then sometimes they manually do it. I'm pretty sure that's how they did it in Mario 64. They could just like assign triangles. Yeah. And they probably default them. There are actually a bunch of triangles in Mario 64 that are incorrectly assigned. Like someone just like oops, like set a thing as a wall, which is why there's some like really janky, and they're used for like some crazy skips you can do and stuff like that. Because you're like, yeah, this floor is treated like a wall, and it's got this like messed up side effect. Oh yeah, you can just go places.
It's interesting. Something's like popping me.
Whoa.
Like I don't have to jump here. He just walks up, ups onto this counter.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Something about the way the collision is set on the opposite side of that. Yeah.
It's just like some kind of.
Oh, I bet there's no polygon there. I bet there's no polygon facing outwards. You're probably just walking and then like snapping up.
Oh.
There's probably no backside polygon. Why would there be a backside polygon there? You can't see over
popping
there.
Onto, right.
Yeah, they probably just optimized. And it's probably just if you turn the camera around, I bet there's
like
nothing
some
there.
Mario
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just snapping you to the floor. Yeah. Huh. Man, look how much stuff is in this scene. Oh, there's like a whole bunch of character models.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walls aren't very tall here. Hey?
No,
They're pretty short.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do the bird. I can probably get around the bird. I just run over here.
You just could jump up to him, knock him out of the tree.
I want to try to not talk to him.
Oh, what?
Wait.
Suck. There we go. This is cool. Yeah. Oh, you think you can stop me, buddy? Oh, you can't stop me. Oh, I stopped you.
You saw me.
Not now that we know he's there, though. Oh, he puts you on the other side of the gate.
Yeah.
And put you downstairs. That's funny. These guys will stop you.
Can I just jump up here? I have no idea what the collision stuff is like in this game.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. You just go up here. Oh, nice.
Super common when you get.
Oh,
I advanced this.
we're gonna go in the castle. Oh, this is great. This is why we had jump, man. This is fun. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. See, this is where we can hide stuff, right? Because this is probably fake. Oh no, this is the real one. Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
There's no transition. There's a transition when you go inside. So if we can get inside without the transition, I bet it's just like fake junk in there. Oh, can we get there?
I get to hear
This is what I'm talking about, right? We can hide stuff.
Yeah.
We can hide like have a little we can hide little like mini like Madeleines or something weird.
Yeah, adding assets to this.
Even in the real way. Oh god, you
Yeah,
really break this open, wide open.
Where am I?
Oh, you're just on top of it.
Oh,
You were also like. That's really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, the camera. Oh, this has no collision on the inside. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, see, there's all these
Yeah,
backsided stuff. They like optimize. They just go through and like delete the polygons. Yeah, see, this is where there's separate collision polygons and rendering polygons, right? Like, as you can like right there is evidence that. It's not that separate. It's that they're marked as solid or not solid. Yeah, they're part of the same thing. There definitely are also visible ones, like the towns when there's the pre-rendered stuff.
Yeah. I think it didn't load.
This like weird, like camera. Like there's no other part of the game I think that's like this. Like a weird like room-based like mini game thing. It's interesting.
It didn't load any of the guys also. Like I think I just skipped.
Oh, you jumped. Oh,
yeah.
The barriers like load them in.
I
I didn't even realize none of the guys are here.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
This one.
Can you get over there without? Oh no, this is a. Yeah, I forgot. It just disables everything, but gravity keeps happening, which is interesting. Yeah. Holy. Can you go over where Ganon is? Because they look at them through the window.
Oh right.
Can you get over there and just go look at his model sitting there? I want to see what the state of the model is before the cutscene, if it's even loaded in.
I could probably
we need
I could probably recompile this and like just let myself run through walls.
We'd have to walk all the way back here though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, unless we found which scene this was.
But yeah, we could hide stuff all over the place that normally you wouldn't be able to get with like by just slightly tweaking some of the abilities. Whoa! Oh, I forgot Mario and Bowser are there. Yeah, I forgot about that. Huh. Wait, a little Easter egg, huh?
Oh, yeah, I wish I should have made the jump higher. Because I feel like it'd be fun to jump over this stuff. I mean, you just look at like.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if like Ganon is just like over there, vibing, T-posing.
Yeah, he probably is.
Or if he's just disabled. Hey, you're behind also you're streaming a bit late. Hope it's been good. Yeah.
It's been fun.
Oh, hi Boxy. Yeah. Can watch the VOD. There's some pretty silly things that happen, and then some parts where we kind of just dragged on code for a little bit. That's good. Wait, you jump up, you get bypass her cutscene?
No, you have to talk to her.
You have to talk to her? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if this was automatic or not.
But I don't think I can jump out of
He's
this.
probably just like over there.
Yeah.
Sitting there.
Yeah, his model.
Probably like half in the ground because his cutscene code hasn't enabled him or whatever.
When I played the game as a kid, all many times I never only ever asked me if I took serious. Right. Yeah. I saw the inventory thing.
Well, that's pretty sweet. We got jump.
Yeah.
We can't get the jump animation, but we would have to figure that out. Figure out
weird.
where the heck the jump animation is.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem to exist.
It worked
It's called something else.
It worked for a while, which is weird.
Yeah, and then we have to go back and look at the
Yeah.
what we did.
Yeah. I'd be curious about that.
Yeah, I love people showing up there. I'd be like Link running around with his feet on fire. Yeah, the feet on fire was we figured out that we can you can separate out his body parts and get the positions of them individually, and then we were wondering how they spawned all the flame on him, so we found a flame spawn, and then we were like, well, let's just spawn flames on his feet. We had his hand on fire at one point, so we were just like we'll spawn some flames on his feet, so he's just running around with his feet on fire all the time, just because it looked pretty sick. Yeah, it was now he's fidgeting, so this is this is the toe fidget. Yeah, he's got a bunch of different fidgets.
Probably see. Is this maybe the scene is 185? Is that possible?
How did you change that?
Oh no, that's maybe rupee.
Oh, your money.
I wonder what the scene is. It? I don't see it saying scene number anywhere here. Map. Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. Those are like bytes too.
Yeah. It's like
they're not numbers. They're hexadecimals, I think.
Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, honestly, I might be pretty good here.
Yeah, we're wrapping up. Noel and I are gonna have some gumbo and watch some anime probably.
Sounds good. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Though. That was fun.
Yeah, we might do more of this to play around. We'll see.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. This is a good time. It's fun messing around with the classic game. So easily, just jumping in and just messing around so easily is very, very fun. Usually, it's very hard to hack on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was.
It's cool. I've never done anything like this before, so it was fun just looking at this stuff. Like,
yeah, when I was like, we can stream this, Noel, he said yes so fast.
It was fun. It was a cool idea.
Yeah, so
it's fun to mess around with, and I don't know, I had fun, so that's cool. But yeah, it's cool seeing
Noel Chevy scavenger hunt.
Yeah, scavenger hunt, really. Yeah, it's cool seeing how much people have like. There's a lot of stuff here that's like people have filled out, like how like named everything is and stuff, and the amount of comments. Like people put a lot of work into this.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. I think it's really cool. But
all right, yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Time. That was fun. I guess we will leave now. Yeah. Okay. See you later.